politicians had been living a hermit's life in a 10 by 12-foot cabin in the Montana woods.
Uncle Ted talks in my ear.
Anti-technology manifesto.
Uncle Ted talks without fear.
A hooded sweatshirt, sunglasses.
Critiquing the direction this whole society is headed. Uncle Ted talks these ideas worth spreading. We're touching grass and greener pastures, leaving behind the technology disaster. Uncle Ted talks in my ear. Uncle Ted talks crystal clear. Uncle Ted talks.
When it was published in 1995, a man stepped forward to identify his brother as the Unabomber.
Hey, and welcome everyone to Uncle Ted Talks. Hope
Howdy.
Well, Tuesday. How are you, fella Teds?
I'm excited about the fireworks. The semi-quincentennial of the US of A spreading democracy is in a big way this year.
Right.
Starting early. And
Well,
won't have to wait till July.
it is the 250th anniversary, and you guys know, like every time you get around 4th of July, even if it's a week or two before, somebody's going to start popping off a little bit early. And then you get even closer to the 4th, and you know the people start letting loose a little bit. Well, America has been waiting for this war with Iran for at least 25 years, according to General Wesley Clark. So we're starting the 250th UFC fight on the White House lawn celebration a little bit early.
Lots of events planned for it. I heard that they're moving some important documents. They did that in 1976 with a Freedom Train tour, but now they're putting it on a plane. Don't know if that's a great idea.
What, the Freedom Plane?
The Freedom Plane, yes.
Right. As long as Samuel L. Jackson and Kevin Hart aren't involved, it should go down relatively smoothly. Should.
I don't want the plane to go down with those important documents. Do they have copies of them stored somewhere, I wonder? The Declaration of Independence, Articles of Confederation.
You know who would know this? Nicolas Cage. If somebody can reach
in the
out,
Left Behind movie.
somebody reach out to Nicolas Cage. He is the expert on figuring out where pieces of the Declaration of Independence are. I don't know. I would turn to him before Kirk Cameron. That's for sure. If I want to know why the banana is magical and the proper way to eat one, I will turn to Kirk Cameron. I will.
There are 7 original.
Yeah, but now the Christians got Kevin Sorbo, and I think I'm going to have to vote for him. I mean, he was Hercules.
Yeah. Hercules would definitely take Mikey Seaver in a fight. That's definitely. What's up with Ted Gemsworthy's interwebs?
Is he on the Skylink?
It depends on what room he's
CenturyLink.
in the house. And then they went and they painted their baby's room with that paint that soaks in EMF and stopped it from going through. So there's like a spot in their house that like deadens things.
That makes sense. So, are these the equivalent of the United States of America's 7 seals that are being transported?
I need to do a little bit more research into this to verify the authenticity of these documents, but allegedly the engraving of the Declaration of Independence from 1823 is going to be on display in different areas throughout the continental United States, I would hope. I hope they're not crossing any Canadian borders or leaving airspaces to go to Puerto Rico or something like that. That would be foolish. It'd be such a big risk.
Right.
Airspaces are closing up real tight.
Well, only in certain parts of the world currently. I mean, you can, if you want to catch the 10:45 to Brussels right now, you can do that if you hurry.
I don't know why I would go to Brussels.
To get the sprouts.
Yeah.
Fresh greens.
Protest in front of NATO headquarters. I don't know.
Are there protests happening anywhere?
No, they've got a bunch of like Miriam Adelson funded pro regime change Iranians, celebrating in Western cities that Donald Trump and Benjamin Milikowski decided to bomb Iran again.
Is this beard on beard violence we're experiencing?
From what I understand, though, Iran has been, it appears, has been plotting fairly well for this. And when they decided they're going to strike, they didn't fuck around, and they are really being successful in hitting all the targets that they're trying to hit.
And they had zero mustache budget too.
It's a little bit of that. What it is, what it's been mostly is that the last couple of years have proven that the Israeli Iron Dome missile defense system has major vulnerabilities. So what's been taking place over the last 16 to 24 hours is that both the Iranian Revolutionary Guard to the east of Israel and Hezbollah to the north have been launching okay, you launch a barrage and then we'll count to fucking 30 and we'll launch a barrage.
Yeah, it's just fireworks.
Well, what it is it's confounding the missile defense system. So the much heralded Iron Dome and Iron Beam and all of that stuff, it's been overwhelmed because of coordinated attacks coming from two different directions that make it so their ability to target missiles coming in is much more difficult. And Iran has these munitions now where it's a single missile that gets launched, and then after a certain amount of distance traveled, it opens up and 80 separate individual projectiles pop out.
Oh.
Wow.
So
like a shotgun.
Yeah, it's like shotgun shells, except for at fucking 80 cal range, your 80 cal size or something like that.
Yeah, the thing I was watching earlier was calling the missiles that are being intercepted. They're saying that those actually they intend on them being intercepted, and they're calling them absorbing missiles, and they're just absorbing the defense so these other missiles get through. They said without it, they said in the overall attack, about 30% of their missiles are getting through, but the guy's but with understanding that the first barrage of missiles is actually meant to counter the defenses and absorb it, then he said they're getting close to 100% of the missiles that are supposed to get through hitting target where it should, which is wild.
I think it's just Ted Gemsworthy getting his internet set up correctly, needing to increase the bandwidth there.
Is it roboting on your end?
No, it might be a cyber attack. Do you have your cyber defenses installed and configured?
I'm wearing my slippers. My cyber
Okay,
defense slippers.
Did you freeze your credits as well?
No.
There was talk of the Federal Reserve being maybe under attack.
What?
Yeah, people weren't getting their Social Security checks clearing at a timely rate. It's all chaos everywhere. Lots of stuff flooding the zone of our attention span. And the time it takes us to verify any claim is much longer than the time it takes to retweet or repost something that sounds juicy.
Oh, the disinformation fucking ability is lightning speed at this point.
Everyone's a journalist. No one's an editor or fact checker. Guess they leave that to Grok to do. Grok, is this true?
That did not take long for that to become the reality for almost everybody.
Rock sucks.
And at the same time that everything, and at the same time that everything's going into where everybody's asking Grok for all their thoughts. At the same time, yes, Howard, I definitely do pagan rituals in the woods. That absolutely happens. Jason Talbot.
Do you do them in urban settings as well, or specifically they need to be?
I have 2 times done rituals in urban settings at somebody's house.
Mm-hmm.
Better in the woods.
2,
3.
3. But typically it's in the woods, which would still be at my house, but it's my house is in the woods. So the other ones weren't at my house, so that's why they were in urban settings. But it definitely is not as good.
Yeah, there's something about being in nature for doing magic.
Yeah. Gotta get away from that city noise.
Are you living in the Shire there?
But it's amazing how quickly Grok took over everybody's thinking. But then another problem is, so earlier today I was looking for the part where it talks about in the Torah, it talks about that 6 million, that when the return of the promised land came, there would be 6 million less Jews. And I spent hours trying to find that. And that used to be something you could fairly easily pull up. And I spent hours trying to find that. And it took me almost an hour just to even find the part where it says, this is just something supremacists and anti-Semites talk about. You know, you're like, okay.
What's that Russian browser? Yancy?
Yandex. Yeah.
Yandex. Might be up there.
Check the Yandex.
Yeah, they've got some pretty good stuff that gets wiped from ours.
Oh, dude, it's the barn wall bigger than shit.
Yeah, it sucks.
And that used to be fairly easy to find because it's not controversial. It's in their fucking book. Like, it's just what it is. And now anything, even true things, they just hiding them.
Well, it's treating all of history and information like an optimized Google search. You don't really get to know who did the optimization.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got some guesses.
Yeah. I can guess how big their hats were at least.
Well, good for them. They got us stuck in a hole.
Welcome Bubba to the show. Apparently he wants to be on the show.
Ted Bubzinski.
So what do we think odds are that this fully kicks off World War III?
Wait till the
50-50.
blood moon tonight.
That was this morning.
I thought was it this morning?
It was this
Oh,
morning.
man, I thought
It was
tonight.
it was cloudy. I did
Dude, it was
see,
at like 3 a.m. for us.
Yeah, they didn't. It was clear up until about 1 o'clock or 2 last night, and then they smoked our skies out pretty hard.
yeah, it was very cloudy, and then as soon as the moon was in the west and it was setting, I could see it. There was a partial eclipse over it, and then the clouds covered it again. So I did see part of it with my own eyes to confirm that there was an eclipse and they weren't just faking it. But in some of the YouTube chats where they were live streaming the telescope footage from different cities, I was asking everybody if we thought that men physically walked on the moon, and there was some conversation happening in the chats about the doubts. And then they were announcing Artemis missions for 2026, and they keep pushing back the launch of the rockets for all
Yeah,
the
they've kicked that
technical
can down
problems.
the road for fucking forever now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm. So some of the defense contractors are involved with the building of these rocket ships. But whether or not men will walk on the moon again, I think the first part is they want to fly around to see the dark side of the moon and return home, and then land on it later. And they cited the fact that the youngest generation had kind of lost their excitement for NASA and the moon. So they have to reinvigorate in the youth the hope and optimism of traveling off planet and landing on the moon and jumping around on the big ball of cheese.
Just fucking hopium while World War III is kicking off.
What they need to do is they need to sacrifice another curly-headed elementary school teacher on a moon mission to get a bunch of people going, hey, that looks dangerous. I think I'll try it.
Man, I think that was one of the first big, organized trauma bonding event.
Right?
It was like I was in the second grade.
Yep,
and
me
that
too.
year, they rolled all these TVs into classrooms. Like we didn't have we had like one TV in the school, and it was like on the cart. They'd wheel it around to whoever borrowed it for whatever.
All of the sudden, the local H.H. Gregg struck up a deal with Magnavox, and there's miraculously TVs in every classroom.
Every one of them, yeah.
Right before this mass trauma event. And real quick, no, we're not twins. We did all go to different high schools together, though. So that may be why we look similar.
Yeah, we're related somehow. I know we're all uncles. I don't know who a common
The same uncle.
relative is.
Right.
All
We share an
Teds.
Uncle Ted.
Mm-hmm.
We are all Teds.
All Teds are one Ted.
Yeah, we'll have to get our genetics tested.
Unfortunately, all the Teds in this room are too fucking old to be drafted.
Yeah. We have a great mail package.
It's a package deal.
It's a mail package deal. Mail package.
Actually,
package
I don't even actually have a draft card. I joined the Army when I was 17, so I didn't have to fill out a draft card.
Well, that's nice.
Mhm.
I'm glad they weren't drafting in our lifetimes.
Yeah.
That'd be some bullshit.
They closed the window on that.
I don't know. I think they're just getting enough fodder from inner cities.
Carpenter Tom. Exactly. Only one Ted. I'm not a jungle gym. Why do you think this is a jungle gym tonight?
What do you think this is going to do with the job market?
What is it going to do for the job market?
Yeah.
Oof,
War?
Yeah, they need to continue to produce.
Well, imminently, you can imagine the economy's about to take a dive because fuel prices are going to jack. Once fuel prices jack, shipping prices are going to jack again. That shit hadn't even really come down yet. They're just going to skyrocket that again. Then the price of everything fucking skyrockets.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
we're
won't be
making
building
these.
houses, so people won't be buying new houses because they're not building them, and interest rates are going to go nuts.
Well, we know that we're at the point of the fucking of the 08 housing collapse again. We're already at that point.
Well, that's the genius of the single-use drone. They have to keep buying more drones.
Kamikaze.
Yeah, they named it after a boy named Lucas, I think.
Well, it's because they're low cost, right? Right. The L in Lucas
Yeah.
is for low cost,
Low cost.
unmanned, automated. Fucking combat aerial systems or whatever the acronym is. But they gave us Ukraine and Russia as a way. If you listen to Eric Schmidt and you listen to Palmer Luckey and all of these people that run defense contracting companies, drone companies, stuff like that, if you listen to them, Ukraine has been all about the massive amount of data collection they've been able to attain by unleashing all of these different types of drones, including they call them the one-way drones. I love how soft our language has gotten over the years, but it's been a huge data mining project.
Talk about drones being kamikaze. They're like, no, it's one way. Wait, it's going to sleep. We're just gonna put it to sleep.
One Direction.
Arizona's family news broadcast has a story. They're very proud of they're building this technology out in the Arizona deserts there.
You're misbehaving on my lap. You stop.
I don't know if they use the K word in that clip or not.
What's the K word?
Chameleon?
Corn pop.
Corn pop?
Kamikaze, right? Because you can't say, well, we are on unalive. So if you're not aware, kids, kamikaze is a Japanese word for unalive. Because we live in Fisher Price land on YouTube, where grown adults can't say grown adult words because they'll offend the delicate sensibilities of other grown adults.
If
we can share clips.
We need to do a skit. I thought of this last night. We need to redo the George Carlin dirty words only on YouTube, because all George Carlin dirty words, you can say those.
Yeah.
We've got an entirely different weird.
Oh, no. You still can't say one.
The F1.
Really don't like it. No, it starts with a C.
Oh, yeah. But you can regularly.
Christianity. Jesus H.
Country.
Yeah. But people say it on shit fairly regularly. Like the George Carlin words are gone. And now we've got a whole new set of words, like the 2020 words and things like that we are not allowed to say. We need to make a renewed George Carlin's dirty words, because in today's world, like things like unaliving have to be said because we can't just face the reality of the world.
Here's a reality clip. We're making the weapon.
Like literally in the house. Now it's gotten confusing because when people say PDF file, when they actually mean a PDF file, you're like, why would you say that? Like,
Yeah.
oh, you mean a file. Oh, you mean a file. Okay, because your brain starts making the translation because we're not allowed to talk like fucking adults.
Oh, don't open attachments.
Yeah, first time it's ever been used in combat, and they're called Low-Cost Unmanned Combat Attack System, or Lucas drones. They are one-way kamikaze drones, estimated to cost around $35,000 to build, and they're made by a Phoenix company called SpectreWorks. As B-2 stealth bombers, guided missile destroyers, and dozens of other assets hit targets in Iran early Saturday morning, these Lucas drones were also used in combat for the first time.
Essentially, it's kind of a poor man's cruise missile.
Kenneth Canada is the chair of the Unmanned Aerial Systems Program at Embry-Riddle University. He's also a former Navy pilot and used to operate drones in Afghanistan and Iraq in a previous career.
Yeah, I think any situation where we find out that they're using a new type of technology is eventful.
Nearly 7,600 miles away from Tehran, this nondescript office building in Phoenix is an address listed for SpectreWorks, the Phoenix-based company that manufactures the Lucas drones. In December, the U.S. announced a new task force for the military's first one-way attack drone squadron based in the Middle East.
The days of building a certain component for an aircraft and charging $1 million for that component are kind of gone. They really want to find a way to make it efficient. And I think this is just one of the ways they do it.
Canada says he thinks these low-cost drones that the U.S. government says are modeled after drones Iran has produced in the past will be part of warfare from here on out.
I hope that the better government has a hand on this, because the thing that worries me is the low-cost nature of this thing. If you can build this and take a look at it, I mean, there might be other people out there who might try to mimic this.
And we did reach out to SpectreWorks, but we're told they cannot comment on the Lucas program. Well, the U.S. says these Lucas drones were used during Operation Epic Fury. We don't know just how many were launched or how effective they were. For now, reporting in studio, Zach Perletsky for Arizona's Family. Yeah, first time it's ever been used in combat, and
They called him Kenneth Canada?
Mm-hmm.
So then they got to mention Canada. So now they're dragging Canada into this. So I think maybe it is a world war.
Like I said, and you can't imagine Russia's going to take this sitting down, this whole deal. Like fucking, we're effectively attempting between Venezuela and what we're doing with our naval blockades and with Iran, we're effectively trying to basically Russia paid off the World Bank a number of years ago and basically almost like bankrupted the country basically, and then started over, but now their money's nationalized. And so since then it's a race to stop them from actually gaining an upper hand, because they don't owe $38 trillion to the fucking World Bank like we do. And so if Russia, this is part of why we bombed the pipeline going over to Europe, and then eventually admitted it. And now we're going after all the oil, because one of the big things in the oil world that happened is some of these countries have started trading with people that don't require dollars to make these trades in. And so this causes a couple problems. It allows Russia to trade their oil, and it's going to devalue all of our stuff, and then also have Iran into the mix. And if enough countries quit trading in dollars for their oil, the dollar is going to completely dump in its value. Like the dollar that's already devalued to fuck is going to like turn infinitesimal.
Yeah, this is why a year and a half ago I made a t-shirt for the show that said Walmart, and it's the exact Walmart logo, except for the little spiral at the end. It's burning $100 bills. you can, spot this shit a mile away if you got a little bit of history behind you. You're not a, what do you call it? Partisan hack. That helps. It helps.
That does help.
It says
That
war in the title.
It's kind of amazing. Well, because obviously, the implications of what's going on with Iran were going to be a lot of what we're talking about, and then if Russia jumps into this fray, that's World War III guaranteed. China's going to probably jump into the fray. It's all ugly there. Then I mean, China's already in a proxy sense. China's already the one that's giving a lot of these missiles to fucking Iran. And Russia, they're already backing the same as we back Ukraine. We're not officially fighting Russia, but Ukraine has absolutely no weapons without us. So we're the ones doing it. We're just not putting our men in that spot yet.
Although, I mean, if you listen to him talk, it went from this is a 24 to 48 hour strategic strike operation to, well, it could be a couple of weeks, maybe, to Trump last night tweeting out or on Truth Socialing, what's wrong with the forever war? Some wars do last forever. I don't know. Obviously, they're still fighting in the Middle East. That's forever. I mean, it's just sometimes they're like that. It's like, dude, I put on Twitter earlier this morning, if you could find a way to convert libertarian buyer's remorse into energy, you could power every data center on the planet indefinitely. Good.
I saw that.
You have your beautiful libertarian, your beautiful AI future off of libertarian buyer's remorse for the 2024 election alone.
Wow, he suckered them. He suckered people so hard, and they're still trying to pretend like they didn't get suckered. And then the other thing, and this is actually on the liberal side, the thing that I'm seeing is they're almost not going after it as hard because they're like, yeah, the Iran guy was really bad. He killed 40,000 of his own people. Like, it's like, you are the most short memory motherfuckers on the planet around here. Like, they literally use that same excuse. I can name half a dozen wars. I went to one of them. Like, on that same pretext. And it always comes out that, yeah, well, maybe it wasn't quite like what we said we did. Maybe there was no incubator babies chucked on the floor. Maybe none of that happened. Okay. But we spent 10 years at war over things that didn't happen and stuff.
Well, and we're still there 25 years later. 35 years later, if you count the first Iraq invasion.
That's the one I was talking about.
Yeah.
The original pretext was he was using sarin gas. That's for when we went in for Desert Storm. He was supposedly using sarin gas and all this and torturing his own people and all that. Then the second Iraq was weapons of mass destruction. We had to at least give a different excuse to double down on it.
This war is different. Combat unit commander told non-commissioned officers at a briefing Monday that the Iran war is part of God's plan and that President Donald Trump was, and quote, anointed by Jesus to light the signal fire in Iran to cause Armageddon and mark his return to Earth, according to a complaint by a non-commissioned officer. So there's lots of complaints coming in saying that a lot of people are praying and making this, would you call it a holy war, a jihad, a crusade?
Well, you can't really put another pretext on it because what does America gain in this? Number one, it doesn't matter. And I see people talking about, Iran had 11, we're going to be able to make 11 weapons grade nuclear warheads. None that were ever going to touch the United States. We're in no threat whatsoever. Why? Israel's got freaking warheads too. What difference does that make to us what the Middle East people do? The Iran, whether it's a nuclear warhead or not, the delivery system would have to cross a fucking ocean, get through all of our defenses, and magically hit a target over here. They're no threat to us. The United States gains nothing. That it's a fucking lame ass excuse. And Iran didn't blow up one of our freaking battleships and then not even really apologize. They're just like, goyim. And freaking you know, they don't have the Samson option where they're like, yeah, if we think things are looking bad for us, we're just going to level the whole fucking world.
That's when Samson, the judge in the Old Testament, stood between two pillars and pushed him down.
And then brought everything down on himself also.
Okay. All right.
Like it's a mutual self-destruction type situation where I'm just going to blow up everything.
MAD. MAD. Mutual assured destruction. All right. Is that because the Clintons had depositions?
I watched part of Hillary's. She was extraordinarily adversarial in what bit I seen. Obviously, I'm sure it was dependent on what interrogator was talking to her at that moment. But I think it was Nancy. I think it was Mace when I was fucking listening and going at her, and it was it was pretty ugly. Pretty ugly.
You didn't care for her blue dress? It was like blue on blue. She was all blue. Was Bill wearing his blue dress as well?
Well, Bill is tomorrow.
Because
that was a lot of what they talked about when I was listening. She asked Hillary that if the committee had good reason to interrogate Bill, and she's like, and Hillary's like, well, he's coming here, isn't he? You can ask him. It's like, yeah, but we want to know if there's a good reason for us to do it. She's like, well, apparently there is, because he's coming tomorrow. It was pretty angry.
We're going to bring in Monica and Kenneth Starr, and
I hope so.
Bring back everybody. All the old favorites.
Samson!
Maybe Monica's got the Declaration of Independence hidden under that blue dress.
Well, that might be. She's just getting it wetted so that way they can use it as a blunt wrap later.
Yeah, she keeps it rolled up in a cigar case.
Yeah.
Little metal cigar tube. Tick, tick, tick. Hidden up inside her pocket.
That's how we found out about the hidden messages in it, because the acidity from her nether regions acted in the same way that the lemon juice did, and it actually made them. It revealed the truth.
Yeah, somebody sent her some pH strips. Get a test going. What is the pH of Monica Lewinsky?
Is she based?
Like 9? Based to 9 to 14.
To get Paula Jones people to come in as well. Does Paula Jones have a whole posse ready to go?
The Paula Jones posse.
There's so damn much going on. A person almost can't pick like somehow the Epstein files took a back seat. Like I think Hillary's deposition went almost fucking unnoticed. I haven't really seen anybody talking about it at all.
I saw the Paula Jones posse down at Chico's shopping for chunky necklaces the other day.
Did they walk out with anything?
I don't think so. They were just couple of them were giving the clerk a hard time, while the other two were swapping labels on the short dresses in the back. I don't
Paula
know.
Jones is probably completely unrecognizable. She keeps getting these changes to her face.
Jesus, you know who Christy
this
showed me the other
procedure.
day that was completely unrecognizable? She showed me the
Kelly Osbourne.
Kelly Osbourne. Yes.
Oh my
How the fuck
gosh.
did you guess? It's that bad that you just guessed, and we did. Marcus and I did not talk about this at all. I mean, he is my handler. I think he's probably got monitoring devices and heard the conversation, I guess.
I was gonna say Jim Carrey, but
That one, but you could
no.
still tell it's Jim Carrey. I mean, it definitely don't look right. It looks like what's that stupid horror flick where they lock the people up with the puzzles? There was like 8 of them.
Saw.
Yeah, Saw. He looks like the Saw dude with like extra big cheeks and shit.
oh, saw Jigsaw, yeah, Laura
Yeah.
Loomer. Dressed
Yeah,
up
he's got that
as
Laura
Dr.
Loomer
Halloween. Yeah,
Oh God.
But he's still, you can see Jim Carrey under all that. You can still kind of make it out, at least it resembles Jim Carrey. Kelly Osbourne, like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this?
The rubber mask on that Jim Carrey guy was pretty good. Apparently, it was some kind of makeup guy, some impersonator, had a really realistic Jim Carrey mask that he made, according to something I saw today. So it's hard to say what is real and what is not real.
Nicholas Burnett says that's Jim Carrey just after hardcore antidepressants. Yikes.
Yeah,
Yikes.
that guy got ran through the ringer over the last decade.
Yeah. Yeah, people don't want to remember he was like the original blow the whistle on the vax system and everything. That dude was like the original guy.
Jenny McCarthy.
Yeah, and he got
They killed us
ran
girls.
through the ringer for that.
Oh yeah.
Like everybody thought he was such a fucking madman and blah blah, and here we are a few years later, and everybody's screaming, "No, you ain't putting that in me!" Like
Jenny McCarthy, she had some kind of show that she was hosting on MTV, I think.
Singled out.
Singled Out, is that what it was?
Let's see.
I heard that she would just fart on set, like right next to the person she was talking to, and like keep a straight face to see if they noticed it.
I noticed a severe lack of dating shows.
She's one of those women.
Yeah.
oh god, that shit's hilarious.
She was in Scream 3. I didn't bring her back.
I'm
For Scream
telling you,
7.
Puppy Jack. Like, what the fuck, right? Kelly Osbourne just looks, I don't know. How do you even describe that?
Like Tim Burton character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She went from a human to something from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Like a Bratz doll.
Oh. Ugh.
If you put eyes on a cum sock, it looks like Tucker Carlson in France.
Oh.
Kelly Osbourne looks like a tiki doll now.
Okay.
Like if you look at her face, like if her tongue was sticking out, it would be a Hawaiian tiki doll carved to ward off evil spirits.
Pull up the picture now that you're back,
Yeah.
because it's a person's got to look at this. It's just like, wow. Yeah, Christy showed it to me, and I was like, and I didn't know who it was. I recognized Sharon. It was Sharon and Kelly, and I recognized Sharon, and I handed it back to Chris. Chris like, you know who those were? And I was like, I know who Sharon is, but I know who the other chick is. She's like, that's Kelly Osbourne. Like, the fuck?
Here,
Give that back. Give it back. Let me look at this again.
Yeah. Somehow she wound up looking older than her mom.
Is this what happens when you get like OD on Ozempic or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
And that makeup style is not helping.
It's like,
She already looks like she's been in the back of a train car on her way to a camp.
Is it? Do you have what? The front view is so much worse.
Oh man,
Holy
it's not
shit.
makeup. Those are actual cheek shadows.
Yeah,
dude, like legit. She kind
Shakespearean.
of looks like anybody that's seen Army of Darkness.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
oh fuck. Just
Well, with the
unreal.
feathers there on the boa, every time, because this was a recent award show, all these pictures are from, and they've been all over the interwebs, and I'm like, she looks like she belongs in the fucking Dark Crystal.
Edgar Allan Poe.
Right.
Yeah.
Skeksis?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I could see it.
Yeah.
Try out my fire.
Uh-huh.
Netflix. Bring her back for the conclusion to that revival that you didn't finish off. It got too expensive.
Ozzy, to be
Age of
fair,
Resistance.
Ozzy's wife does look like Ozzy now, but when Ozzy died, he looked like a woman. So I mean that's just fair.
The Irish and the English age one of two ways. The men either turn into a spooky witch or they turn into an old baby. And you'll get like bald English and Irish that have nary a wrinkle on them and they're just cherub faced into their 70s and 80s. Or their faces will get sucked in, they'll get super wrinkled up, and they'll look like a spooky witch. And Ozzy looked like a spooky witch. And he married a spooky witch, and obviously his daughter's a spooky witch. So naturally, when he aged, he would age to, can you imagine old baby Ozzy Osbourne, like a Bobby Kelly or something like that, but it's the Prince of fucking Darkness? Imagine Jim Norton, that little fucking worm, but he's Ozzy. It wouldn't work. He had to age like a spooky witch. He couldn't age like an old baby. It would have been all wrong.
All wrong.
This is Kurt Metzger's theory, by the way. I'm sharing it with you guys in case you haven't heard it or you don't know, but Kurt Metzger came up with this theory probably 20 years ago.
Oh, your friend that doesn't come and talk to us himself?
He works Tuesday nights, dummy. How many times do I gotta tell you that?
Oh, it is Tuesday.
Probably until he comes on.
We'll have to change the night of the show.
I have to do a special show on a special night.
Right? A very special episode.
There's more Teds than just Tuesday Teds.
But yeah, no, Kurt came up with that theory based on proximity to both Bobby Kelly and Colin Quinn. And he was watching Colin Quinn turn into a spooky witch while he was watching Bobby Kelly turn into an old baby. And he was like, holy fuck, you mix are all the same. You only go one of two directions.
So like Gollum getting the one
It's
ring.
genetics, but
Yeah.
also I feel like whiskey's involved.
Perhaps certainly with Ozzy.
How fucking
yeah.
old is Kelly though? Isn't she quite a bit younger than I am?
Not much, man. She's like 46, dude. Let's consult the book of knowledge, so I'm sure, but I've been seeing some stuff about her lately. Right? Because she looks crazy.
Well,
I thought she was younger than me.
Oh, she's 41.
That's what
41.
I'm saying.
Sorry.
She's
Way younger.
fuck. 40?
She's 41 years old. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
America is 250 years old. Does it look its age?
That's like your fucking best years where you're like you look like an adult and you haven't started falling apart yet.
She looks like she was sandblasted. So I don't know, man.
I agree with Howard here. I think she looks like a vampire. Look her up in the Necronomicon. Yes. Yeah, that's some scary shit. Like it's wild how weird these people are looking. Like the dystopian novels that I'm more used to, like I seen Tom Carpenter earlier put 1984, and absolutely anybody that's read 1984, holy shit.
They didn't burn all the copies yet.
All up in that.
Well, the internet's the burn wall.
And the internet's the barn wall, bigger than shit.
Animal Farm.
I spent hours trying to look up something I absolutely read and knew all about, and it took me hours just to find a snippet of it. And it's still real, and they're like, but they hide it. Wild.
Yeah, and we see it, which is very painful. But even more painful, watching people walking around not even knowing that that's going on. You know, just feel bad for them. It seems like it's us and them.
Yeah.
Those
And
who
I
have read
actually
Lord of
brought
the
up,
Rings and those who
I brought
haven't.
up Animal Farm last night because I was saying, I was like, because the guy's like, one of the guys debating was like, so you're saying we get nothing out of this and we're just doing this because we're Israel's punk. And I'm like, and I said, we are the dogs from fucking Animal Farm. They are the pigs. We're the only thing keeping everything else in line. We're the mindless jackass dogs running around attacking everything the pigs tell us to. Mouth of the South said he's 55 and looking great.
I mean, that's his opinion, you know. But yeah, I agree that he's 55. I will fully co-sign. Yeah. I don't know if you guys saw or not, but Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton were called to.
Hillary was. Bill's tomorrow.
No. Bill got the post. We rolled footage of it this morning.
Oh, he got the post already?
Yeah.
I thought it wasn't until tomorrow.
Yeah. I do have a very short live look at Hillary's testimony. This is when I believe it was Representative Nancy Mace.
That's hilarious. That's the only part I watched.
Brought up Pizzagate, right? Where she like gets a little upset. This may be a different camera angle than the one that you saw it from. But let's go ahead and roll it.
Typical behavior. Oh, for heaven's
So I would
sake.
like to understand how that's permissible.
It doesn't matter. We all are abiding by the same rules.
I will take that down.
Yeah,
So I
well,
would like to take a break at this
yeah,
moment.
I'm,
I'd like to have
I'm
a
done
conversation.
for now.
Go off the record. Go off the record.
Yeah. So
Oh, I don't mean to be crude, but I
makeup
think that's
wasn't
the
quite
horniest
as
she's ever
fresh.
been.
Her makeup wasn't quite as fresh on the version I watched. She was looking really good there.
she was. I mean, top form.
Katie!
For sure. Top form.
Yeah,
Come
she
and
was
join
looking-
us.
she was looking good there. Yeah, that is literally Nancy Mace. And I was like, as I was telling these guys, it was very contentious. Like the parts that I saw, I didn't watch a lot of it. Obviously, it's a little overwhelming right now.
The creepiest thing to me, I think, was Bill Clinton in the middle of his deposition, like being shown pictures of him with minor minor girls in hot tubs and various different situations. None weirder than this. This is 38 seconds. If we have to, we'll pause it 15 or 20 seconds into it, but this is Bill Clinton staring at what is evidence, which is a picture of him in a hot tub with two underage girls.
Did he put cotton on his head?
No, that's the watermark from the outlet that retweeted this, that being the GOP House Oversight Committee.
On
Somebody
top of it,
totally needs to do an air bubble of one of them thought bubbles above his head. Them were some hotties.
VH1 pop-up video style.
Yeah, exactly. Like, them were some hotties. That was the good days.
Just watch.
Like,
Just watch. His lawyer is like, my guy, maybe you shouldn't be staring mouth open, Pepe Le Pew drooling over a picture of you with underage girls. Perhaps don't saunter down pedophilia memory lane. This is a bad look, dude. This is a bad look. You're my client. I'm obligated to.
And even I'm sitting here going, fuck, you're guilty.
Yeah. I'm obligated to snatch these pictures out of your hand to make you look like less of a, drooling, leering creep. And Bill Clinton goes, hey, not so fast. I'm not sure you realize who you're fucking with. I'm Bill. And he goes, no. I'm going to take this one back specifically. Watch. What is he doing right now?
He's putting spit on his finger. He's getting ready to give it the old.
You have no idea how correct you are, Ted Bennington.
Oh, fuck. I've done this move before.
Oh my God.
He gave it the lick and diddle.
Oh, fuck.
He
Look
did.
at the smile on his face. Holy fuck. He's like, God damn. I was an old dog.
Hey, I'm just saying, I was pretty cut back then, right?
Did Bill request that his lawyer wears those the pearl?
Are you trying to tell me that if you had a chance in a hot tub with these two fine, look at this. I can't take my eyes off it. Look at it.
Madam Barrister, I just want to make it perfectly clear right now. There's one of two ways you're leaving this deposition with a pearl necklace. I believe in a thing called rope. I'm about to give you some. ZZ Top wrote a song about this. Did you know that, darling? ZZ Top wrote a song about this.
He's so charismatic.
No, but I mean, it's just, and even the lawyer, now they're both smiling. Watch the lawyer. The lawyer's like, oh, no.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Oh my God.
This is as bad as when Bush was dancing and smiling at that fucking cop's funeral, at that like 7 cop funeral. Like, hey, that does got a good beat to it. Like, this is like, Bill's just like, hot damn, that was some good shit.
She's all, Bill, God damn it, boy, you the worst. You just the worst. Give me them papers. All right,
old dog. You still got it, Bill. You
Let's
still
wrap
got
this up. You still coming to my grandniece's birthday party this weekend, Bill? Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Well,
ma'am.
she ain't 18 yet, is she?
Is that his wedding band? Is he still wearing his wedding band?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a GPS tracker.
All right.
What is extra funny is that in this deposition, Bill Clinton said under oath, I was much closer to Ghislaine than I was Jeffrey. And the day before, his wife was like, I don't know why this lady that you say her name is Ghislaine Maxwell, who we never met before in our life, was at our daughter's wedding. She must have been somebody's plus one. I don't know who this broad is. Like, you guys can't even keep your story straight. And you're going to go in front of the same Congress critters one day after the other And one of you is going to go, I don't know who this freaking broad is. And the other one's going to go, that's the only woman I've ever talked to outside of my wife, and the one I got impeached for, and the 7 I got sued for. And, you know, a couple of those low key abortions I settled earlier in my career. Yeah. But like Cheney is quoting Bill Clinton here in that deposition, stating that he specifically knew Ghislaine Maxwell more and better than Jeffrey because he was good friends with Evelyn de Rothschild and his wife. And Ghislaine was also good friends with Evelyn de Rothschild and his wife. And so that's how they knew each other, because of the Rothschild connection, which is something that he leaned on in his deposition, which kind of should have a couple of ears perking up.
The Red Shield defense.
It should have enough perking up that as an alibi, it shouldn't be very useful.
Right.
Like, hold on. You're okay. The Rothschilds, your connection here, and you think that's a good thing?
Well, sometimes, Ted Bennington, you've got a parlay with the Super Jews. And that's what Bill does. Gets in there.
With the Super Jews.
We're gonna arc and slide right in.
Sounds like Evelyn's the Dairy Queen.
Why don't you shut the fuck up and put on this blue dress?
That is not where you put that cigar, man.
How's about a cigar?
No, it doesn't go in your mouth.
Aged. They're aged just right. Not a day over 19.
Would you like some Molly? I hear you kids are into that.
Right. Hey, maybe y'all can explain to Bill what boofing is. How do y'all go about that?
It sounds like a good time. Oh fuck.
Boofing.
Oh fuck. That guy has, and that's the worst, because the guy's already a known extreme degenerate. Like, we all remember all the cases that you faced, all the ones that you flushed down the system when you were governor, but the things, damn, somebody plunged them back up when you were president.
Shit, and it's a hero level gin blossom he's growing on his nose. Looks like a rosy alcoholic nose, if I ever saw one. It's like,
see, the trick is you got to blend your aged scotch with your adrenochrome.
Yeah, they didn't even need to use an attractive honey pot with him.
If you don't get the mixture of your scotch and your adrenochrome just right, it'll make your nostrils flare up something terrible.
What the hell was that one horse-faced broad that he got in so much trouble for having sex with when he was governor?
Jennifer Flowers?
No, Bill Clinton. Yeah, Hillary Clinton. That's
what was it Jennifer Flowers?
That could be. She had just the most horse-faced chick. You're like, he does not care if they're attractive. He just don't. That's part of why that picture he was stuck on. He's like, damn, these two are hotties. Usually I'll bang whatever happens to be in the room, but these two, this is fine. I like that. I like that Ghislaine.
Bill Clinton is like, he's like Tiger Woods, right? Remember the golfing legend Tiger Woods, and he was absolutely untouchable. And the one thing that brought him down is he got caught cheating on his smoking hot white wife with like a Waffle House waitress.
Yes.
And then they found out that, like, oh, he was just banging waffle waitresses from sea to shining sea. And like, he's, one of the most famous celebrity athletes on the planet, and has all it. And he's like, no, dude, give me that fucking trailer park ran through fucking Salem Light 100 booty. That's what I want. That's what I want. I want someone that's on her fucking 9th Zima, because it was that era. I want someone who's on her 9th Zima and her 2nd pack of fucking Winston's. That's my girl right there. Like, so, point being, you know, for a lot of guys, especially that have like ridiculous celebrity, it's about slumming it for the night. You know,
But to
you
be
have
fair,
if you're Tiger Woods, hang on, let me finish here. If you're Tiger Woods and you have the option of going, okay, I am a miserable scumbag, horrible son of a bitch. Let's get that out up front first. That's about to do something unconscionable, cheat on your wife. Do you go for a high profile, expensive, somebody who might get you caught, or do you go for Big Cheryl from the fucking local Denny's?
Yeah, the one with no
Who's gonna
self-respect. The one with no self-respect.
Who's gonna believe Big Cheryl
Nobody.
when
believes
she comes to
Cheryl.
fucking job next day and she's like, "Y'all, you ain't gonna believe it. I fucked Tiger Woods last night," and they're
He
like,
put a hole in one, all right. He put it in
like,
two.
"You fucked a truck driver who told you he was Tiger Woods, you dummy. Fucking go polish that silverware. Get back on the floor. Stop talking crazy. What the fuck is wrong with you, you fuck Tiger Woods? Go to fucking work." So it is kind of like, and you know,
Low-key brilliant.
yeah, from that point of view.
Yeah, plausible deniability is high in this.
You're pulling up to work and you're dented to shit Chevy Corsica, you know. Fucking, there's 3 car seats in it and you've only got 2 kids. You go, you tell your coworkers that you banged out Tiger Woods last night. They're like, okay, sure. Yeah, no, he probably thought he was getting away with murder, man. He probably did.
That's hilarious. To be fair, though, really high class chicks that are like the really smoking hot ones, they like to go slumming too.
Right?
Weirdly.
Yeah.
And I don't got a real explanation for that, but you would be surprised the 9s and 10s that'll bang a dude that's like a month out of prison. like there is a smell you put off that, like, as you walk out of prison, that was like, that dude desperately needs to fuck the bejesus out of it. Not just a little bit, like he is gonna burn every bit of energy that he's gonna have for the entire week. When he gets done, he's gonna walk back into where he lives and pass out for 2 days. Like all that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's, you know, it's the same reason why a lot of people are attracted to like varying degrees of crazy in a woman or something like that. There's an element of danger that people find, you know, seductive. Yeah.
She's got red hair and green eyes, and she's super pretty, and she's got that sparkle in her eye. That sparkle is, I'm about to eat your soul, dude. This is going to be the biggest regret you've ever had.
Yeah. Boy, are you going to write some shitty music based on this. I promise you.
Welcome to alcoholism.
If you didn't have a habit, guess what? Now you do. Good stuff. It's good stuff. I maintain that you should find complementary crazy as opposed to diametrically opposed crazy, and that's
good advice.
Where you get a blessed union. Yeah.
Brings balance to the universe.
Well, it definitely surprises a lot of people. Yeah.
Yeah, my middle daughter, she's that chick. Thank you, baby. She's that chick. And I've had younger friends that like, your daughter seems nice. Like, no, don't talk to her again. Like, she's gonna hurt you. I'm not even doing this like out of some fatherly protective thing. I'm doing this for your good. Stay away. Hey, she will break you. You will regret it forever. The amount of mental scarring that you're about to have, you're never going to be able to get back.
See, it'd be great to get that advice, but a lot of people don't want to hear about it. They're like, "Oh, I'm in love. Shut up, man. It's different."
No, this was before that ever happened. I told him off beforehand, like, no, don't try and walk down that path, bro. It's.
Did he listen? He listened.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I was like, I'm not trying to protect being a protective dad. She does all kinds of crazy shit. I can't stop her. Like, she's a grown adult, you know. Like, but this will hurt you. You won't like it. I know she's pretty. I get it, but you aren't gonna like it. She will break you.
That's good advice. In that case,
like for as much as they talk about that chicks want a dude that they can fix and change, and all dudes want a chick that they can be a white knight for and be Captain Save-A-Ho. And the problem is you know, fine being the man of the situation and being but if you're trying to be Captain Save-A-Ho, you just gotta remember that she was a hoe. Like, holy shit. She is gonna use up everything you got and then walk on, and for the rest of your life you're gonna hate it. Yeah, she's a grown. Well, I know she has a house and 3 kids, and she's married and all that. So I don't know. She's my least out of my grown ass kids that aren't in college or whatever. She's the one that still causes the most dumb shit. My oldest, she's really squared away.
that's good. That sucks. I wish somebody had warned me at the beginning of some of my old relationships. And if I would have heard it and would have listened, then it would have been saved me from a bunch of headaches. But
oh, dude, well, I know this one guy, and every girl runs through him like that. And we were literally at a gas station, and he's like, he'd been in town. We were over in Bright Redding, and we'd been in town for like a week, and then he's like, that's the first hot chick I've seen since I've been here. That's what I'm talking about. And this chick steps out of this truck looking like fucking 12 fucking shades of Trailer Park. And her fucking pants had dropped, you know, as she's stepping out, her pants had dropped out, and you could see her G-string, you know, hanging out over top of her pants, and a big old tramp stamp. And I was like, yeah, dude, that is exactly why you have so many girl problems. Hey, are you fucking kidding me, man? Hey, holy shit. That's the first hot one I've seen. That's your problem. You need to figure that the fuck out.
yeah, stay away from strippers and hairdressers.
Are there any goddesses of love and war that we need to be aware of?
I am living testament to the guy who goes home with the stripper is not the winner.
I've seen that happen. I've seen that happen several times. I had a number of friends that were like, oh no, I found the one stripper with the heart of gold. Like, really? And just, you woke up one morning, followed a rainbow. It ended at the brass rail. And you were like, oh, the one who has 17 teeth is clearly the most together individual who has my best interests at heart. I'm gonna make her mine. Okay, have fun with that.
No, the one
sounds nice.
I went with with the most smoke, one of the most smoking hot strippers I ever saw. And I didn't think she had a heart of gold. I thought she was smoking ass hot and a lot of dirty fun. And then I got drunk one night and she stayed on when I tried to get off and freaking the interruptus of the interruptus. Like that it wasn't just one kid, it was two. I got twins out of that fucking deal. And oh yeah, she was gone before they were one, and didn't do shit for him for that even during that duration, and didn't show back up till they were in high school.
Are they Minnesota twins?
Yeah, Minnesota. No, they were South Dakota, but
is she the manager of the research laboratory?
She is, I believe, currently a manager at a sex toy store.
Oh,
if I'm not mistaken. I don't talk to her. I haven't talked to her in a lot of years now. My kids are all grown and shit.
Yeah, every once in a while I go through my ex-girlfriends and think, what are they doing now? And I get shudders with some of them. Like, oh, don't go there.
I see pictures. She hangs out with my daughter, and I see pictures, and she still acts like she did when she was a stripper and shit. Like just this last New Year's, just like 2 months ago, they were out and just like trying to take sexy pics and putting on fucking filters and out getting drunk and shit. And I'm like, yeah.
Is there a data gathering service that could comb through social media and publicly available information and send it to men who are wanting to see what their former flames are up to?
That sounds like the fucking most pathetically desperate app that I've ever imagined.
Yeah, you'll make $1 billion.
Like the dudes that you are appealing to are the biggest. Not that Jim. I'm not talking about Jim here. Jim's just a strange dude. But 99% of those dudes are going to be the most pathetic fucking losers that have ever been. Like they're the dudes sitting there seeing. This is how you can tell the difference. Jim's married. That most of those dudes though, they have never had a girlfriend again. They're just like. They went out with that green-eyed redhead that fucking spun their world and then walked out just to crush them. X check, an app to quiet your regret. Oh fuck.
Oh yeah.
See, for him, it quiets his regret because he's actually doing good, better than when he was with any of them. That's not
you could call it X's and O's. X's and O's. X's and U's. There's room to work here. There is. We used to, for single people on Valentine's Day at the Renaissance Festival campground, throw a party called Fucking Bitch Ruined My Life. And everyone who was singing, we had t-shirts a couple of years in a row for that specific party that we gave out.
That's great.
But you were able to and kind of do something like that, especially in an environment like a Renaissance Festival campground where like 80% of the people there have already all dated each other.
Yes.
You can.
And by dated, what he means is drunkenly bump uglies after work.
No, these are the people that travel around for a living.
Oh,
and have
the actual ones, not
to see each other every day, not the weekender trash. No.
Yeah. If you've never worked Renfest, you know that there's a difference. Like Christy, when she first did it, I was one of the ones like Steve talked about that every weekend I was at a fucking Renfest. So I'm not trying to act like a fool. And she went over to the Weekend Warrior ones because they were having a drum camp. And I told her flat out, I was like, drums are not what's getting beaten over there. Like, you don't want to go over there. And she's like, what? You love drums? And I was like, yeah, but I'm not into degenerately bumping uglies with everybody around. Like, and then she's like, you're just exaggerating. She walks away. 5 minutes later, right back in the tent she is. It's like, never mind.
Something
Dude,
about
she saw two people having sex fall out of one of the porta potties, and these porta potties, the lady had only opened up half of them, and then literally they were filled to overflowing in one day because she opened up so few porta potties, and they were having sex in it that night before it got clean. Like,
So right back to the tent I went.
Yeah.
And that's still not the dirtiest thing they've ever done.
I wouldn't even go into the bathroom to go pee at that point. I was like, if you're so nasty, if you're so disgusting that you can't open up porta potties for people to use, I'm not gonna go stand right in a sewer and go to the bathroom in the sewer, like with my surrounded by sewer. You're supposed to be separate from the sewer, like literally human feces stacked above the rim of the freaking porta potty. Yeah, I never seen anything like it.
I've seen it a couple of times. It ain't cute.
Is there an update from the Gerald R. Ford? Did they get their plumbing situation figured out?
No, man. No. They're
Still out
literally
there?
in the shit right now.
Okay.
25,000 pounds of waste a day. That's urine and poop.
Yep.
25,000 pounds is how much the crew of 4,600 people would make in one day.
That is roughly the equivalent of 2 Indian cook fires. It's a lot. It's a lot.
How big is the serving?
Very big, buddy. Very big.
Those videos of Indian street food is so wild. My favorite, like the best part is when they're just like swiping all the flies away and then hand it to you, you know, like with the swarm of flies just hovering around it, and it was off it for half a second while they swiped it away to hand it to you.
Yeah.
Do they not cook with a lot of vinegar over there?
Body parts.
It's all honey.
Like feet, belly, arms.
No, I want to hang out with Dad.
All the Rosie the Riveter types are in India right now winning the war.
You know who the first person that told me, like, about all that, how bad that culture was, is Topher Gardner.
Oh.
And he's like, I realize that all these people in the United States, like, oh, the Indians are so spiritual, you know, and all this. He's like, they ain't never been to India. He's like, that place is such a shithole. And he's a pretty chill, you know, not judgmental dude. And he's like, that is such a shithole. Like, he's like, and then he's like, the people that are in the Brahmin class, they almost feel obligated to lie to everybody because there's no obligation for them not to lie to these people. So everything they say to these people, you're technically not even in their class of people. So they just feel like they can tell you whatever or say whatever to you. And he's like, and everybody in the underclasses is trying to rip you off because they don't have anything.
Yep. I had some good friends. God, I was probably like 23 or something like that. And I'd been to Europe and South America, and I'd been to Senegal in Africa, but I'd never been to like Southeast Asia or anything like that. I went to Japan when I was a kid, but that was different. And my friend went with his girlfriend to India, and they were gone for 3 weeks, and they came back, and they were hippies, like the most fucking laid back, tolerant, you know, everybody should be free to do everything. They came back from India, and they were like, holy fuck, that was gnarly. Wow. I was just not, wow, the stink. It was insane. The smell that just hit you when you step off of the plane. You're just not used to open sewage of 1.4 billion people on a windy day going right into your fucking nostrils. It's a lot. And I mean, these are hippies, and they're like, oh, I can't, I didn't know that I had eyeball hair, but it burned off. And again, I mean, just the most like peace-loving, but beads and hemp bracelets and shit like that, and fucking like I think the guy fucking spent more time playing hacky sack than he did playing guitar, and he was a great guitar player, And yeah, they're like, no, it's insane. Just you should never go, ever, never, ever go. There's no spirituality there. It's just sadness. It's sadness and a lot of poo. Don't do it. Don't.
Yeah, it's Topher's in the piss drinking cult. He still was disgusted by that place, and he drinks his own pee and rubs it in his eyes. Like, and that was still too far for him. And he's also kind of, that's hilarious. Like, if you thought that their hotels smelled bad, wait till they are grouped together.
I'm gonna put a thing in the Telegram group that even though it's for free, we would probably get in trouble if we played it because it's Ben, and they hate it when we play clips or anything. But there's a stand-up comedian named Aaron Berg who just released I don't know, it's like 8 to 10 minutes of just a rant of him performing comedy at some convention in a hotel or something like that. And there's the next room over is like an Indian wedding party or something like that. And it's him freaking out for 8 to 10, 12 minutes. And it's called Stink.
We're definitely watching this on the after show.
If you're not,
if you don't have a membership, and welcome to all the new members.
Yeah.
We put up a ton of member only content where we really just don't give a shit. It's just for our members in the first place. So we hang the balls out. I don't scream. Well, Steve's never there, but I don't. Jim makes sure to take his place as soon as Steve's gone. It's like, what do you mean we can't play 83 videos? What do you mean we can't watch a fucking mainstream movie on stream and while everybody else is watching that's in theaters? What are you talking about?
Neither of us say that. You exaggerate.
I might have been exaggerating slightly.
Every other Tuesday we watch Labyrinth and we sing along.
Ted Allen does that. None of the rest of us are there, but Ted Allen does that every Tuesday. Yeah.
You remind me of the.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
From the collarbone, from the collarbone down, Ted Allen ritualistically shaves himself to the Labyrinth soundtrack.
It's also, but you got to understand that there's a function to this, Steve. It's not just like it's a weird sexual kink.
Wait, hang on. We got to congratulate Howard for becoming a new member here.
Thank you very much, Howard. We love seeing your comments. And actually, I was thinking about modding you earlier because you were over in the. But welcome, Howard. Yeah, we try to put up a lot of extra. If you aren't tired of fucking listening to us after 2 or 3 hours, then we usually every week put up another at least 2 or 3 hours of us. And that we don't. It's just for the members, so it's we're not worried about it that much. We still don't break TOS, but all the copyright infringement dings and everything else, we just quit worrying about it. So we will definitely watch that because that sounds hilarious. Because if you've ever stayed in an Indian hotel, the second you open up the door to the hotel, you didn't know it was Indian before when you walked up to it. This is like a Super 8 franchise hotel or something, and you open that door, you're like, Indian hotel, like, bam! That hotel just curry, just like every pore of the hotel.
I'm gonna give you 30 seconds of it. No context other than the context that we've given.
I'm fucking out there dancing behind trees. It stinks like non-bread. It smells. You gotta go tell them. You're a black lady. I can't go tell them. You gotta go out there and say you need to turn the stick down. Because we smell you in the fucking road.
All right, got it.
So it wasn't even 30 seconds.
There's 2 A's in Nan.
Well, stop and talk for a minute at least.
It wasn't even 30 seconds. I was waiting for a break. I wanted him to talk to the black lady. That was the whole bit. It takes about 23 seconds to get there. And we got there. Calm down.
Said Steve. He doesn't get the email saying chewing him out 12 minutes after the show every week.
It's up for free on YouTube. Nobody's making any money off of that.
How many times have we repeated that statement?
That's Berg, B-E-R-G.
B-E-R-G, like the ice.
Okay.
Yeah, like the lettuce.
Like the lettuce.
Yeah.
Retains so much water.
The Ehrenberg's pretty funny, man. He is. But yeah, that whole like just to watch somebody lose it like that and be like, fuck my set. No, we're going in on it. And then, be like, you black lady.
Legion of Skanks.
Black lady, you got to go out there and talk to him. I can't. I'm a fucking bald white guy. They're going to take it all wrong.
It will be much less offensive coming out of you. What do you mean, me?
You just go tell him. Turn that down.
You're not the completely Aryan looking dude,
right? But yeah. But yeah, the whole rant is just it's that on steroids for the better part of 10 minutes, and it's hilarious.
That's why we keep Marcus around. He's our DEI hire.
Right? 8.5 minutes. 8.5 minutes of that. A little bit less than the Bill Burr Philly rant.
Oh, that was gold. That was gold.
It's up there, man. It's up there. He wasn't doing it in front of a stadium, but damn, dude, it was beautiful.
Is this about my percentage of Pocahontasness?
Pocahontasness?
Am I diversity hire?
Oh, well, I mean, out of the 4 of us, probably.
Well, you're the only one that's not all white. Otherwise, they were going to call us white nationalists. Then we're going to be like, yeah, but we're friends with Marcus.
Right?
I am the least white guy on the stream.
He's not pure blood.
Did you read the Babylon Bee article I sent you?
You sent me a Babylon Bee article. Where?
Maybe it didn't go through. The man was awarded for monitoring the war situation online.
Oh, and my phone.
They awarded him for that.
Can you plug me in, baby?
Says in a modest ceremony at the White House, President Trump awarded the Medal of Honor to a man who was up all weekend monitoring the situation in Iran from his home computer. The administration confirmed on Monday. Mike McKenzie of Denver, Colorado, was recognized for valiant efforts going online to follow the news on the U.S.-Israeli strikes against Iran and sharing his findings with his 38 followers on Truth Social.
Thank you.
No No word if that white hat Trump wore is available as merchandise, or if the original one is up for auction.
It's amazing too how half the no
White
new
hats.
wars people had no problem pivoting to you can't have Iran running around rogue.
White hats are in control.
That was an extraordinarily quick pivot. I'm not even gonna miss it. No new gotta go to war with Iran.
Preemptively.
Oh, I mean, even in the language of just the last couple of days of bombs going off and stuff, it's been amazing to watch them just sit there and pivot and pivot and pivot
In real time.
yeah. If you're keeping track, February 28th, completely and totally obliterated. Iran war already won. March 1st, Tehran will be taken in 3 to 4 days. March 2nd, it's 4 to 5 weeks. We're not doing forever wars anymore. And then last night, wars can be fought forever.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we all remember that Iraq was going to be, which is much smaller, was going to be overnight and no problem. And, a decade later, we were, billions of dollars and lives lost. And the United States munition stockpiles have, at the medium and upper grade, medium grade, never been higher or better. As I put a slightly Chinese accent on that, didn't I? As was stated to me today, we have a virtually unlimited supply of these weapons, which I'm going to assume medium grade includes the ones that Steve was showing us earlier. Wars can be fought forever and very successfully using just these supplies. Holy fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the guy that people a year and a half ago were running around going, he's the peace president, and we're not going to get into any stupid regime change wars with Donald Trump and yeah, because you're, dumb as a bag of hammers and twice as gullible.
Well, my biggest disappointment.
Somebody find the video of him fucking when he was on that fucking talk show with Bill and Hillary Clinton and talked about what he would have to do to be president. He would run Republican. He would pretend he's Christian. Who knows if he threw the anti-war in there? Like there's no such thing as an unpopular anti-war candidate in America. Over and over, if a third party option is allotted, like even Bernie, who wasn't third party, or Trump, they just both said we're anti-war, and the people like, yeah, we back that. We got you. We got that. We're tired of these wars. We don't want to spend hundreds of billions of dollars when we're 38 trillion in debt and our country's living conditions suck.
Well, Trump could have spent a little bit more money, and my biggest disappointment was when he gets in front of the podium to announce what the attack was. He's wearing a white hat. He could have painted the American flag on his face and really went all out for this.
You're like the Ultimate Warrior?
Well, like his true social profile photo.
Give him the same mullet wig that Drewski wore when he did whiteface. That'd be great.
Something.
Yeah.
For some people, the ultimate goal in life has been becoming the president of the United States. Would you like to be the president of the United States?
I really don't believe I would run it, but I would like to see somebody as the president who could do the job. And there are very capable people in this country.
Most people who are capable are not running for office. Most men are frightened of politics today.
It is a shame, isn't it?
Yes.
It is a shame.
Right.
The most capable people are not necessarily running for political office. And that is a very sad commentary on the country. They had major corporations and they had this and that, but they are not running for political office.
Why wouldn't someone like yourself run for political office? You have all the money that you possibly need. You've accomplished a great deal, even though you are only 34. I know there's a lot of things that you possibly can do in the years ahead. Why wouldn't you dedicate yourself to public service?
Because I think it's a very mean life I would love and I would dedicate my life to this country, but I see it as being a mean life. And I also see it that somebody with strong views and somebody with the kind of views that are maybe a little bit unpopular, which may be right, but may be unpopular, wouldn't necessarily have a chance of getting elected against somebody with no great brain but a big smile. And that's a sad commentary for the political process.
Television, in a strange way, has ruined that process, hasn't it?
It's hurt the process very much. I mean, the Abraham Lincolns of the world, Abraham Lincoln would probably not be electable today because of television. He was not a handsome man. And
It's the wrong one. I thought
That
it
is
was
the wrong one.
I thought it was that interview though, or was it the Barbara Walters one?
I think it was Barbara Walters.
Walters. Bob.
It was one or the other. So
What's up, Doc?
I still love watching those old
Bob
videos.
Walters.
This sounds like political presidential talk to me, and I know people
I
have
hate
talked to you
the
about whether or not
stupid
you want to
music.
run. Would you ever?
probably not. But I do get tired of seeing the country ripped off.
Why would you not?
I just don't think I really have the inclination to do it. I love what I'm doing. I really like it.
Also, it doesn't pay as well.
No, it doesn't. But, you know, I just probably wouldn't do it, Oprah. I probably wouldn't, but I do get tired of seeing what's happening with this country. And if it got so bad, I would never want to rule it out totally, because I really am tired of seeing what's happening with this country, how we're really making other people live like kings, and we're not.
You've said, though, that if you did run for president, you believe you'd win.
Well, I don't know. I think I'd win. I tell you what, I wouldn't go in to lose. I've never gone in to lose in my life. And if I did decide to do it, I think I'd be inclined. I would say that I would have a hell of a chance of winning, because I think people, I don't know how your audience feels, but I think people are tired of seeing the United States ripped off. And I can't promise you everything, but I can tell you one thing: this country would make one hell of a lot of money from those people.
Yeah, they're not showing that part, dude. It's fucking.
Let's make a deal. Oprah. What's up with that lady?
Yeah, the tunes are what get in trouble. You damn straight. Anytime you play any kind of music, Steve played music by like his, I don't know, vaguely related person, and fucking, we still got nailed for it.
Must be a very famous
Or
piano
if
piece.
you whistle a tune, you know, that's the end of that.
Sounds like music. Someone must have made that music.
Steve and I did successfully duet Sound of Music for a minute and didn't get hit. So, although probably because we were so off key, they couldn't recognize it.
Thought you guys were doing Rocky Horror.
You know, Steve might feel pretty, but you know, I'm just dead sexy.
Guys got to feel pretty every now and then.
Oh, so pretty.
That was not Sound of Music.
No, he didn't say Sound of Music.
Springtime for
Hitler. Yeah.
That Sound of Music.
It's fair.
I
The
did not
script has been written.
of Oprah tripping on stage. And Cheney said that wasn't a real clip of Trump saying that.
You know, I've heard that. And I've heard that it was like a misattributed quote, or it was just a screenshot. I don't know. The internet's a weird place.
It is, but I'd swear I watched that years ago.
Yeah.
You would think before the fuckery was as high as it is today, anyways. But I recall him saying, and see, I thought in the video I saw him doing it, he was sitting with Bill and Hillary, and I thought they were laughing and yucking it up about it.
Does anyone have an urge to?
Because he was a Democrat.
Adopt a dog or
Adopt a
donate
what?
to an animal shelter?
But I don't know anything about 4chan. Craney says it was from 4chan.
Okay.
Well, first there was 2chan, and then there was 4chan, and then there was 8chan, and then there was Infinity Chan.
I mean, you know,
Is that true?
regardless, there was an 8chan, yeah, and there was a 2chan. But regardless of whether that particular quote is accurate or not, like the shit that he was saying to Oprah or to fucking whatever New York show that would interview him, it's the exact same nonsense. It's the exact same bullshit. You know, I did fucking, for anybody thinking that Trump wasn't 100% selected in order to make sure that this digital prison got built, that the war with Iran happened, that fucking, you know, Venezuelan oil got captured and all that stuff in service of the technate. If you think that it's for anything other than in service of the technate, you are lying to yourself. You're selling yourself a bill of goods that doesn't exist.
She's got a valid point. People think we went to the moon, so it really at any point in time that could have just been made up. That's valid for sure.
Yeah. I don't know. The amount of people that earned themselves a Fell For It Again award over the last year is substantial, though. That's for sure. And you're like, wait, how could possibly the guy who's an actor and a reality TV star and in the World Wrestling Hall of Fame for being a pretend bad guy, how could that guy possibly lie to me? How could the guy who doesn't pay his contractors not be an upright businessman? How could a person who's been sued for everything from child rape to fucking fraud in a million ways over not be on the level?
Great, Steve.
You're right. I'm sorry. I forget that we live in a cartoon where you have to have cutesy, fake, imaginary words that distract from reality in order to make their advertisers happy because, you know, YouTube isn't exactly cable news, but worse.
It's offensive to grapes.
Like I said, we need to totally make a new George Carlin's Dirty Words only surrounding the social medias where they just, you know, and then somewhere at the end of it, it needs to be put in there that this list changes day to day.
Old dogs refuse to learn new tricks. It's, you know, the young people are forming their speech patterns, but the old guard, do you think they're gonna?
Bullshit, dude. This is only in the last 3 years or 4 years that YouTube has done this shit. We all fucking remember YouTube before COVID. This is nonsense. It's absolutely dumb. Like, it's deliberately dumbing down people. It's deliberately making people, you know, it's diminishing the impact of anything that can be stated in order to try and prolong however much fuckery they possibly can. I hate it, dude. It's dumb.
Also, don't use the C word.
What C word?
We need one of those things. We need one of those things from Demolition Man next to Steve that spits out little fine tickets at him.
Well, are we gonna get you a buzzer so you can just
right?
He gotta be real pissed off when he doesn't know how to use the 3 seashells, though.
Gonna put a shock collar on him and just buzz it every time he says
that's a great
idea. Word,
right?
He's getting it all out now because
that would be funny.
Steve is the main star of the Raging Tomato panel on Thursday.
Oh, that's right.
Where he will not say any of these words, so he's got to get them out of his system.
I'll have my little post-it note thing.
So is this the wet run or the dry run?
Oh,
God. Before the show, we already have it planned. Steve and I are meeting half an hour before the show, and he's just going to say the F word for the entire half hour before the show. That way it doesn't build up on him. He's got to empty the reservoir.
Well, we need to document a history of Tourette's.
Ben's gonna play me 10 minutes of Jello Biafra spoken word, and then my situational Tourette's will kick in. I'll get all of the unnecessary words out of my mouth. and we'll have a lovely time. We will.
Actually, I got a surprise for Steve. For everybody that's noticed that Radical Coder has been missing for the last few months, that's because I have commandeered him just for this, and I'm going to have him talk for a full 12 seconds. And I figure that is enough to right in Steve's face, get him to say that for the next 23 minutes.
That'll do it. That'll do it. That'll do it.
That's a radical plan.
Poor little fella. No, I'm gonna prepare for every debate scenario the way I normally do. I'm going to show up armed with the knowledge that I have and a near catatonic dose of cannabis so that I don't yell at people.
Except for that time he took and loaded up with DMT.
That was a mistake. This did happen, Ted Gemsworthy. It was the second to last politician I ever interviewed on any of the shows that I did, and this was back in like 2019 or something like that. And I had some Green Party douche on, and I was not having fun. Like I was like I was half checked out of the conversation. I didn't want to do it. I got not bullied, but like, hey, would you please kind of thing, you know, like, yeah, all right. Oh, fuck. Okay. Come on. Fucking. Yeah, okay. You're running for president in the Green Party. I'm supposed to take you serious. Okay. Okay.
You're going to get 0.5%. Okay.
You know, like you're not even fucking one of their pre-selected loser idiots. You're not Jill Stein. I can't even remember what the fucking guy's name was. I can't. It was something Indian, I think, vaguely, you know. But and at one point in the interview, I like look over on my desk and there's it out of the corner of my eye, I see a bowl with like a hit taken out of it. You know, and I'm like, great, dude, I could so use a fucking puff of weed right now. So I click off camera, I just grab a lighter and grab the bowl and I take a big fat fucking rip because this dude has been annoying the piss out of me for like 45 minutes and we've still got 45 on the clock, you know. And I'm like, God, man, we got to make it work somehow. So yeah, and as it hits the back of my throat, two things happen simultaneously. One is that flavor memory kicked in.
Like, oh, gunpowder and mothballs. That's not a cannabis strain.
And at the very same time, I had a memory of my friend who looked like Captain Caveman from the cartoon.
Nice.
Kerry Coleman. God bless him, dude. I hope he's doing fucking well. I really am. I want nothing but love and success and happiness and health for Captain Caveman. But he had been growing changa on his property, which is a DMT derivative. Yeah, and has some of the same psychoactive components as DMT. And that's what I took a big fat rip of. And so I exhaled out like Paisley and Kaleidoscope. You know, and when I come to, this politician douche is still just talking at me. And so I just kind of started laughing. You know, and then I did awesome. I asked him a couple of like questions that a very high person would ask him, and it totally threw him off of his game. And he was off of his like douchebag politician talking points for the final like half hour of it. And it was like the whole thing was hilarious to me, but we got done with it and I was like, God, never fucking again. Yeah.
It's like, so does everything look geometric to you? What would you do about that in the upcoming political situation? Because it seems strange.
I'd love to see that one. Is it still up?
Maybe I can go digging.
That could be clip worthy.
I can. But yeah, dude. Oh God.
I,
Those
should
not-
name my bong.
Where's
I
this
would
guy
name-
now?
I would name my bong, but we honestly should just have money in a fucking bong store because, like, we break them or the animals break them so very consistently that it's not even funny.
You name everyone Snowball 2.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's fucking go with the Simpsons standby. This is also Snowball.
Yeah, yeah. Like between all my animals, and then we're not that great about it either.
Fred G. Lee.
We have a specified corner now where we've somewhat calmed it, where we aren't going through one a month. Like we just quit. I'm gonna rip that bong after I get done with this cigarette, Howard. we quit going through one a month, but yeah, at that point in time, we were like, every time we went to go clean the damn thing, it was just broke. So what's the point? Just get a new one. Yeah.
Does that mean I'm analog? I mean, because I'll take that. I will. I'll fully accept that.
I would accept either way.
Yeah, dude. It makes sense.
I have tried glue before, never to much success. And I've tried to weld them back.
I picked the wrong day to quit sniffing glue.
Yeah.
Never did finish any of those models I started. Go to Ben Franklin to get the model glue.
I saw a guy huff fucking computer duster once and pass out and like split his head on a barbed wire fence. And it was supposed to be my turn to huff the computer duster next. And I was like, I don't. No, you guys can call me a pussy for the rest of the year. That's fine.
They have bitterance to it now, and they need your real ID to show proof of who you are to walk out of the store with a.
It wasn't duster or anything, but one time Christy and I got a bottle of that black walnut that's supposed to give you a detox and all that. And Christy took a shot of it, and then like I don't know, demons came out of her or something. She made noises I've never heard her make before, and she convulsed and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. No fucking way.
I think paint would be. I mean, maybe paint and duster occupy the same lowest.
I would have to say, and this is me old school. I'm old.
Markers,
cooked banana peels.
Yeah.
You remember when I used to try doing banana peels to get high?
I think anybody that tried to like dry out and smoke the Datura in their grandma's yard is kind of like right on the same level there. Nitrous, anything that you're huffing is probably lowest tier.
Yeah. Josh was doing the nitrous and cocaine. I'm like, so you're doing like the rock star drugs and the high school kid drugs?
It's a weird
Captain Caveman.
It's a weird combination.
It was. That was my first comment on it. And I'm like, the fuck? Why are you doing high school kid shit and fucking rock star shit? And no wonder we have no fucking money, you dickhead.
Right?
Red Bull gives you wings.
I mean, there was a very brief period of my life when I was hanging out on Widespread Panic Tour where it was whiskey and cocaine and LSD, and that gave you wings.
I can see that.
Yeah. So
Do they have a localized panic version?
I'm sure they do.
Need a gateway to the panic.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna pee before I hit the dab. Don't want to cough and piss myself.
Are people panicking? They think it's World War III. They think the world is finally ending for real this time.
No, they're still fucking around. They're still doom scrolling. There's still traffic. Nobody cares. Everybody's a nihilist in 2026.
I heard something about Larry Ellison and Oracle company somehow signing some contract to do medical records.
Well, what the Palantir already has them. So what Oracle is saying is that beyond Palantir, they have the AI suite of tools that gets other AI companies into private data. So Oracle has positioned itself as the gatekeeper to allow OpenAI, Google Gemini, whatever, to private data, whereas up until this point, those other AI companies have had publicly available data. So they basically data scraped themselves into the same entity with differently programmed ways to deliver the same information.
To what end? To update actuarial tables? To
No. What Ellison
reconfigure
is
social
saying,
security payments?
what Ellison is saying is that the publicly available data, it's already scraped and it's effectively worthless. The privately held data is where the actual money in AI is. That's his contention. I have no idea if he's right or not. But Oracle has positioned itself as the gatekeeper to that data, so they're going to be the people that are licensing it out to Google Gemini and the ChatGPT and shit like that.
Is that for like WebMD style? Do you tell Grok your symptoms and it tells you what version of cancer you have this week?
Yeah. So you can self-diagnose through your personal AI agent.
And then it'll tell you what medication to ask your doctor for.
Janie made an interesting comment. Why does every AI company have an asshole for a logo? And
Well,
that's probably shit, which obviously would bring you back to homunculus. Would be my first comment on that.
Yeah. Let's see. Claude, definitely a puckered asshole.
Oh, baby. Steve is fact checking Cheney's statement here to see if they're all buttholes.
Google, if that's a butthole, that's a weird looking butthole, but it is a kind of a diamond. This is Google Gemini, right? The little diamond there. I mean, hey, look, if that's what your butthole looks like, and you've got a couple of
I've seen the star butthole before.
You got a couple of extra buttholes hanging out in the same general constellation as your main butthole. Yeah. All right.
It's Uranus.
That's hemorrhoids, Steve.
Okay.
Nobody said this was a clean butt.
I'm not judging. I'm not.
Nobody said this was a clean butthole.
This is the XAI logo.
You pronounce that shy?
Maybe.
Shay?
Yeah.
Well, they're substantially different with the ring around it or the other one.
I know with ChatGPT, if you take their logo and flip it and then you put those two on top of each other, you get one hell of a Star of David.
That is a butthole. That is definitely a butthole.
Oh, is it a ring like Lord of the Rings? A lot of those companies have been showing that they're nerds and they've been taking Tolkien ideas to name their companies.
I would at least hope that unlike the buttholes that you guys have been looking at, your own buttholes don't exist in the Roblox universe, and you guys can all actually poop normal. I do. Yeah.
We recommend magnesium.
Right?
Oh.
Good for you.
It unbinds the muscles and your pooper. Or paraplegic coffee. Apparently the first one, because the first one Steve looked at but didn't pull up, he said definitely looked like
Claude. Yeah, Claude AI. It looks like the Nickelodeon splat, but more uniform.
Steve's like, that's totally a butthole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strange Angel, was that short-lived series? I don't know if did they have 2 seasons of that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jack Parsons.
That is a butthole. Someone bleached that one. It's a nice one. It's not got the brown yet.
The Rosario Dawson of AI logos.
Rosebud Singularity.
Holy fuck. I don't want to go to war with Russia, guys. That's
elf or an orc asshole. Is it dwarven?
It is a bone. Ryan wins. It's a bonus hole.
Right. That would be funny if they just, I guess technically the Tesla logo is sort of in the shape of a uterus. And that is what the crazy people are calling the bonus hole. Is the vagine. We live in a completely inverted reality at that point.
Yeah, you win, Ryan.
But at what cost?
At what cost?
Right.
Prolapse.
Nigga, you gay.
Oh wait, that was the wrong button. It was the correct button. They're right next to each other.
Oh, I love buttons.
Oh fuck.
They're right next to each other.
Pondering the buttons, pondering the orbs, pondering the Palantir.
It was on Prime. Amazon Prime. Is that what Prime is? I would assume it's Amazon Prime.
Did they do a Rings of Power series?
I've heard about it. Nothing I've ever heard was good. It's started right out the gate just wrecking shit.
I went to a Whole Foods for the first time in like years over the weekend because it was like, I don't know, the thing that was closest to us on our way to somewhere else. And they're asking you at the checkout if you want to connect your Amazon Prime account. Because maybe you might get some savings. And I'm like, why would I want Jeff Bezos to know what I watch, purchase online, and purchase at the grocery store? That seems weird. Unnecessary, kind of invasive. No, I'll pass.
I do go to Whole Foods when I get a chance. They got
Are they doing that there where they're trying to get you to connect a Prime account to the freaking purchase?
I went to one on last week. Christy had to go to a dental appointment on Thursday and down in Santa Rosa, and we went to one. I paid cash. I don't know if I didn't see it ask. I didn't really pay attention though, so I don't know if it asked me anything.
No, this was the cashier chick specifically asking us if we went. Yeah.
I know.
Huh?
She didn't ask me, and no, she just said this is because I go in there because they have orange juice that's literally just squished oranges, like freshly. And she's like, "This is the best, isn't it?" And I was like, "Yes, it is. I come here just for that. I live like 5 hours away."
God, dude, going all the way to Santa Rosa for an appointment would suck.
Dude, and that was the earliest one we could get her into by far. If now she's got to go to Yuba City.
Holy fuck.
Because if you want to get one of the local ones, think she was like 6 or 7 months out, and Christy just continually going to the emergency room to get drugs is not great.
No.
Gotta get up
And
to
it's
get
not like
down.
they give her good drugs.
Yeah.
You ruined the joke back there. Shoosh.
Don't step on the punchline.
They added knees to this guy. When he bends at the knees, it's a completely different technology. What do they call those things? They fill them up with air and they're outside of the used car lots. Get your attention because they're just waving around in the wind.
Wacky inflatable armband. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't take shitting on Tolkien's lore. I can't do it.
No.
I'm already deeply butthurt about the new Dunes. There's a piece of my soul.
Oh,
that's not
I got some news to break to you. I don't know if it's
don't. Marcus is he's cool. You guys think he's a happy-go-lucky?
We're gonna mute Ben and let Marcus ruin this for a moment. All right, Ben could just shut the fuck up for a minute. Go ahead, Marcus. Ruin it for everybody.
It's about Zendaya. I don't think she's available anymore. I think she's gotten hitched. I think she married a white guy.
Oh God, I need a Nobody Cares sound drop so bad. I do. What hair? All right. So Marcus's worst fears have been realized.
The chick that played the worst version of Cheney ever. Cheney! She's the worst Cheney by far.
So how
Totally
long do you
ruins
think that
the
wedding's
whole-
gonna last? Get over under?
Totally ruins the whole Dune story. What do you think the over-under on me pissing on Dennis Villanueva's head is?
100%.
Yeah. I meet that fucker. So I can't do Rings of Power. That dude already ruined the Dune movies.
He did Rings of Power.
I don't know who did Rings of Power. I can't watch that shit. No way.
Me and Rachel tried to watch it, but we got like halfway through one episode and it was just so woke. All these androgynous elves.
The elves were already gayer than a $3 bill.
Dude,
you didn't need
Legolas
to make
is
them
a
more.
badass.
Oh,
Legolas
for
is a
sure.
badass.
Nobody's arguing that. Also, gayer than Elton John in a dick tree. Okay,
They're just pretty. Elves are pretty.
He can be both.
Gay.
He can be both.
No, I wasn't worried about something so minor.
Their elven leader was the guy from Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. Ben, okay, let's just
They're a
fucking
raging tomato.
let's put this into perspective. They had the guy from Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, leading the rest of the little fairy elves. They were all gay. It's okay. He's not saying they couldn't shoot a bow or flip around and swing some swords. They could all do that. They could, with style. And an excessive amount of gold lame, which is how you know they're queerer than Liberace. All right, that's how you know.
They did have surprisingly few children amongst them. I will give you that.
Not many kids. No.
10 episodes in, and
not
Uncle Ted
good
Talk
at
has
not good
approached
at
queer
procreation.
cinema.
I guarantee you, out behind all of those ornately carved elven houses was a fucking Subaru Forester. I guarantee you.
Be gay over there, though. Don't be gay in my lap.
Shia.
Sarah,
Yeah.
I'm already preemptively chewing Steve out about the TOS words. I got your back.
What is that? What? What you guys are talking about, man?
Uncle
We
Ted
have
Talks
threatened-
queer cinema.
We have threatened to raid the set of Demolition Man and get Steve that little thing that spits out the tickets at him, screams at him.
We are approaching the minefield topics where words would just
I'm
emerge.
gonna be fucking Bruce Willis in the cab in The Fifth Element. You have
That
just
would
lost
totally be Steve.
300 credits.
You had an accident. You are out of print. I know. Epsler. You deep fried Epsler.
Right. Well, if there weren't so many, it would be more infrequent that it got pointed out. I don't know what to say, man.
Air fried just doesn't taste the same.
Sarah says rings of power sucked also.
I believe that, dude. I do. I had problems with the Peter Jackson Lord of the Rings because they cut Tom Bombadil out of it entirely.
Oh man, how do you leave out Tom
That's like
Bombadil?
the heart and soul of the whole fucking story. Like his message to all of them is what they're that carries the whole fucking point of it for the rest of the fucking series.
Also, when they enter that, when they're running away from the wraiths, that's why they stop. It's because of Tom Bombadil, not because he did anything. Because they don't get too close to Tom Bombadil. Like, no, we don't fuck with that guy. That's his place. You just leave that alone.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean so from jump, I was like, well, I'm sure they're gonna do a great job. I'm sure it's gonna be fucking awesome. But if they're eliminating that element from the movie, people are gonna have a totally different idea of what the story was walking away from it, and that's gonna suck.
In my opinion, you know what Tom Bombadil is based off of? Burry Borison. Borison. Odin's dad.
From the Hamptons Borensons or the
Yeah.
Berkshire Borensons?
No, that Odin's dad.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's part of why he's not affected by anything, because he was here before Odin, before the universe.
Tom Bombadil.
Yeah, we would have a woke Tom Bombadil.
Tom Bombadil has on white overalls with purple hair and a nose ring.
Yeah, and he's actually a black woman,
right?
Uncle Tom.
It's actually the Oracle from the Matrix.
Genderless.
God. Uncle Ted Talks ruin Hollywood in 5 minutes.
What page is Tom Bombadil on?
This is what you get for letting Marcus try to ruin things for me. You know what? He's been holding that Eggers is fucking making a remaking Labyrinth over my head for like 8 months. And he just anytime he feels like provoking, he just pulls that out.
All right.
Appian Way by that Leonardo DiCaprio guy. He holds the rights to the Neverending Story. So if they ever remake that, a lot of these Hollywood places, they just hold the rights so someone else doesn't make the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then the threat that Eggers is going to do it is enough to just say, okay, well, we believe that they're working on it. That's good enough for them. They can continue to hold the rights a little while longer.
Eggers needs to do Beowulf.
Well, didn't Zemeckis already do Beowulf?
Right. It would be they Tom Bombadil. It would be.
He has the power of questionable sexuality.
He has the power of.
Like, no.
I have the power of infinite gender fluidity, and they're like, you can stay over there, and we'll take the low road way over that way. We will. In fact, we're not coming anywhere near you. We may be evil dead spirits, but that's fucking wrong. They Tom Bombadil. That's wrong. We're not going to participate in this.
It's not okay. We did not consent.
Right? This wasn't anywhere in the fucking 7 rings that we took. I don't know.
There was no agreement.
What the fuck was in the ring you took? But it was the fucking wrong. You got that Geraldo ring. You can give that back to the fucking fires of Mount Doom. Dathon Bombadil. We don't want any.
That's another thing that was kind of horse shit in the actual movies that were pretty good. But that they never showed that Gandalf is wearing the Elven Ring of Fire. Like, why did you leave that out? That's the whole reason he's able to defeat the Balrog.
They did a really shitty job of explaining that he's actually not human.
Yeah.
Like there's
he's a primordial being.
Yeah, there's no. This entity is a spirit of Maya, and he's a physical incarnation. Oh, I understand that doesn't translate well to movie audiences, but like, I don't know.
But you shouldn't just think that he's an old man, because there's a reason that old man can do extraordinary things, because he's not an old man. He's a primordial magical being.
Yeah.
You got to take modern physics out of this equation. Tom Wombadil. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Not right. Not right. Horrible.
Amazon now has the rights to the James Bond franchise moving forward.
Wow.
Dude, when they put the
There's
blonde
that.
dude in there, it was ruined anyways.
Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
Yeah. The action star James Bond instead of the suave
The last
debonair Bond.
The last James Bond was Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah. Yeah.
They had that horrible fucking Madonna song.
Die on the day.
That was the one is that the one they did the fucking
I guess I'll die another day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Halle Berry was the Bond girl in that one, I think.
She was one of the girls. Yeah.
But yeah. No.
Brosnan was great.
James Bond isn't supposed to be like some giant muscle-headed,
Yeah, no, he's supposed to win. Like, you think you're winning, and all of a sudden, oh, surprise! No, it was all part of his little setup thing with his trick and his toy and all this. And yeah, he doesn't muscle things like the action star Bond. Just I absolutely couldn't do it.
Well, they were changing the face of masculinity. So if you weren't super muscular, then you weren't a man. And at that time, they were selling a lot of protein shakes and gym memberships and things. So you want to look muscular. They can sell products and training and coaches.
Yeah, the Gal Gadot IDF Super J Spy. It would just totally be honeypot though.
I thought that was wasn't that all of NCIS, the TV show? I'm almost positive they had they introduced a Mossad character on that show, and then from then on it was all about these joint US Mossad adventures that they would all go on, and they basically the Mossad was intertwined with all of these different US government agencies and shit like that. And they really were trying to give you soft disclosure, but they're painting it like, oh, this is a really cool collaboration.
Awesome.
Yeah.
In fairness, there was a subplot line where she finds out her father isn't a good guy,
Okay.
the head of Mossad.
Christy knows things I do not.
Okay. No, dude, my ex watched
The
that
things that
shit
happen
all
in
the
the house when I'm out
So,
working.
No, this was
I've got bits and pieces of, a couple of dozen episodes over a period of years, but they all kind of seem like the same episode.
Yep.
But boy, that Mark Harmon sure is clever and handsome. So I'll be tuning in next week.
They do show his ring at the very end of the films? Really?
Was it a deleted scene?
Gonna have to come up. We're gonna have to come up with a reason for me to watch Lord of the Rings. Oh
The
no.
extended cuts.
Oh no, I hate it when that happens.
Boy, I guess I'm just going to have to wait till it's shitty weather and hit the dabs extra hard. Gosh darn it.
Yeah. It's gonna be horrible.
Yeah.
But now I'm gonna have to do this.
Might even have to make some popcorn and get in the comfy sweats.
And you gotta admit, Steve, that the scene with when the when the 5 armies are coming together and the dwarves all fucking locked down on their fucking shields, and all of a sudden the elves like come up and sprout up behind him, just like yeah, and just stab it. That was badass.
Oh, dude, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and Jesus and everybody else trying to say that, you know, Peter Jackson can't make a fucking cinematic masterpiece. I took issue with the Tom Bombadil thing. That's all.
I agree. Although the comment was made in the chat that maybe it's better that he was left out because they would have fucked it up so bad.
25 years ago, maybe not, man. Maybe not.
That's true. It wasn't. They didn't have to gayify, and
they didn't turn Aragorn into a total pussy. They didn't turn fucking Boromir into a total pussy.
True. They were some gritty movies. They were them so good. I really hated that they were so long though when I was young, because I could not. When I was young, I barely sat down, and then to sit in a movie theater for like 3.5 hours, you're like, fuck me. You're in pain by the end of that.
Well, they did. I saw one of them in the theater because it was when I was doing Renaissance festivals, and we all went and we all took fucking a ton of edibles. And there was an intermission like halfway through. I remember they let people up, go wander around for like 10 minutes.
Shortly after that, it was maybe like a year after the second or third one came out, we found a good drive-through north of Minneapolis. There used to be a drive-through, and then that was awesome. It didn't matter how long the movie was. We had an Eddie Bauer Explorer with a sunroof and like a Bose stereo system. And the sound came through the stereo system. You just had to turn it to the right station or whatever. Oh fuck. We just sit on top of the sunroof with our legs dangling into the truck and just have a good old time.
I love sunroofs in trucks. I used to have an F-150. I put the biggest escape hatch. Like it was a sunroof that would go up and down, but you could also pop it all the way out.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the case of a water landing. It was so cool though. Like any papers you had were like caught in the vortex and they'd go out the window in the truck. I had like the back window open. It was like a Jeep there was like so much sunroof hole that I felt like I was riding around in a Jeep with top off.
Puppy Jack, that is Gal Gadot. That's who we were talking about.
Yeah,
it's Gal Gadot. Super small hat, and she's fucking hot. That makes that painful. It's hard when they're that hot.
Ben likes them Semitic titties.
Not normally, no, but that chick is definitely smoking. that can't be all fucking mudblood.
Yeah. Well, Godot sounds pretty French to me. I don't know.
It does. It does sound French. Godot.
Right? Get it.
And I'm not even saying like I grant her any mercy, and like just like with politicians, the hotter they are, the more dangerous they are.
Well, let's call her Gal. Yeah, Gal. That's a great name for her. We'll call her Gal. Godot.
Like, what's her name right now? That fucking what's her name? Barbie, fucking Border Patrol Barbie.
Oh, your former governor, Kristi Noem. Yeah.
Kristi Noem, a very attractive woman, gets away with shit that other people wouldn't. The fucking Republicans are like, yeah, look how hot she is. She ain't got purple hair. That's a woman. We don't care what she's doing. Look, she's taking charge. Yeah.
Republicans actually got smart on that, and they're like, fuck yeah, we'll have strippers be congresswomen. Fuck yeah, we will.
Dude, in South Dakota, she vetoed numerous people's vote. Not something that the Congress put up the bill. The people put up the bill, voted on it, passed it overwhelmingly, and she still fucking vetoed it. And hemp passed hemp passed by like 80%, and she vetoed it.
Well, she's no Nancy Pelosi or Strom Thurmond.
That's true.
Yeah, if they're attractive,
because
they're definitely more dangerous. Or like, look at Gavin Newsom. Oh, everybody, all kinds of women. Oh, he's so handsome, and that dude's a fucking nightmare. You know, Bill Clinton. The quality of our presidents changed distinctly when we started putting the presidents on TV, and you weren't listening to them on the radio.
I will tell you this, man, the quality of the representatives on the Democrat side getting kind of lackluster as opposed to the OnlyFans whores that the Republicans seem to be championing. In fact, let's go to a live look of Ilhan Omar on the floor of the U.S. House of Representatives.
You do not want to face the wrath of my bunghole.
Yeah, that's not going to win anybody over. It's
That looks
it's just not.
uncircumcised, whatever that was.
And no, Kristi Noem's not as attractive now as she was. She was a politician where I'm from.
Ilhan out there looking like the fucking sandworm, man.
Yeah, that chick was.
They didn't take the skin off. They added more skin to it.
Right? That's the more skin, not the foreskin.
All sheathed up there.
She went and met a Moyle and was like, "Hey, dude, can I take a little piece off you? Add it onto his job here."
And I can't blame the small hat women that go after the white dudes. You gotta get some good genetics in there somehow.
Can't blame the Latinas either. That's right.
That's true. Well, it's pretty well known even during the Viking era, where there were problems. They were like, these white dudes take showers and comb their hair, and you can't keep the women off them. It's a problem. Yeah.
So you're gonna sell Max body spray? That's the solution.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, because I want to smell like teenage angst.
Ugh.
Dude, I don't even know how my kids got that. I think there's like an Axe fairy.
Mhm.
Like I buy the stuff at my house, and my boys would still end up with Axe, and they would come out smelling like half a gallon of it. You're like, how the fuck did you even get that?
Yeah. No, Connor went to school one day and it showed up in his backpack. It's like it's wild. Yeah. I'm glad he got out of that phase like several years ago, but he still buys really shitty cologne and wears a lot of it because he's 20 in a week and a half and dumb.
Yeah. Still at that hard sweating age.
Right.
I hear you, Freyas.
It's not the hard sweat that's the concern. It's the Taco Bell and fast food and
Yeah.
processed foods that are emerging outward that create an aromatic palate that is just not as pleasing.
Back
They
when
smell
we
like a
still-
taco.
I still ate Taco Bell at least when I was 21, at least because I don't think I ate it after I was 21 because once you're not drunk, Taco Bell loses a lot of its appeal.
It's like the first shart gives Taco Bell.
The first shard is the deepest.
Oh fuck
yeah,
dude! Especially back in the day, my favorite thing was, and they didn't have this everywhere, but everybody except for Jim's from the Midwest. You guys remember the Cholitos, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck the Cholito! It damn near looked like somebody shit in that thing in the first place. How you expect it's gonna come out?
Pre-digested,
Yeah.
digested, mid-digested.
You could shove a whole Cholito in your mouth all at once.
They were eliminating guesswork, Ben. It was a favor.
Yeah.
Teeth are a privilege for some people. Chewing.
Oh, dude. And then for like a year and a half, there was a chick that thought I was cute at the Taco Bell. And anytime I went to that Taco Bell and she was working, I'd order a fucking value menu and she'd hand me just like a full jacked sack full of food. Demolition Man. Yes. Taco
Jack
Bell.
sack full of food. Cholitos. Did you get sour cream as well?
Not on the Cholito, no. I do on tacos, but not on the Cholito.
Not on your Cholitos.
Yeah.
I never put sour cream on my Cholito.
So what's the upgrade? Going to a place that serves avocado?
Taco John's is at least an upgrade. You know, potato lays.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you want the sour cream they're giving out.
Taco
Just
John's
on the counter for too long.
only fast food I've eaten in like 10 years, probably.
And only the potato
And only the potato lays. Because Christy'd heard me talk about Taco Bell or Taco John's so much, and around here they don't have that kind of thing. So I took her to Taco John's and I was like, because she makes some food that smells like potato lays, and it kills me. And I'm like, oh, it smells like potato lays.
It's like cumin.
Now I want potato lays. And fucking, she's like, so she'd heard about it, so I took her there, and she's like, wow, these are good. Like, wow.
They are engineered to be that way. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they might be made out of, they're so delicious, they might be made out of like children's happiness or something that has been stolen.
Could be. We did talk about the blood moon eclipse that happened a few hours ago. Earlier.
Oh man, yeah. I thought it was tonight. Or early this morning. I guess it was early this morning.
A blood moon and a planetary alignment.
It's very, very cloudy. Foggy morning.
And we got our new board of peace. We got our new board of peace that went to war on their first fucking week of work.
Piram. Damn near killed him.
Yeah.
So they killed the Pope of the Islam. Is that what happened? Their head honcho guy.
I've never had Del Taco. We didn't have that where I'm from.
Jack in the Box.
No, we didn't have Jack in the Box either. And then I had a friend that was all about it. He even had the little antenna dude on there from Jack in the Box, the snowman or whatever.
You mean the Jack in the Box?
Is that? Yeah, whatever.
Do they call him Jack?
He took me. I don't hardly remember it because he took me once there, and I was like, "This is." And this was before I was a vegetarian. It was even before I was a vegetarian. I was like, "This is horrible." It's like one step above White Castle.
There, but it is a Jack in the Box. For sure, not a snowman.
Whatever. Yeah, a little antenna thing. I don't remember it. I was stoned all the time when I hang out with him. There was a time when I would actually get blazing stoned.
There was a time.
There was a time.
But not this time.
One time during a blood moon eclipse.
No, now I feel like if you've ever read Children of Dune or gotten that far with it, when they take Paul's son, Leto, and they steal him, and then they try to flood him with spice till he can't take it, till he goes nuts, and then eventually he just sits up, and they're staring at him, and he just sits up, and he reaches over and grabs their cup of pure spice, like it doesn't affect me anymore.
It's like pretty smoking DMT during an interview.
Greening out.
Accidentally smoking DMT, not realizing it until you've already inhaled it. Like, and for anybody that hasn't done DMT, that you don't get any lag time. There's not like it's not like you've got time to prepare. Like, oh, I got 20 minutes and I'll just quick finish this interview. No, as soon as you exhale, you are gonzo. It's full on. You are flying. There's no lag time.
Hunter S. Thompson.
So basically, he realized mistake as soon as the taste hit his flavor palate, and then it was too late. We don't eat at restaurants at all at this point. We only ate at Taco Bell John's because we were in South Dakota and visiting my family. We home cook everything, and it's not even processed food. Like my wife cuts up all the vegetables and makes everything and all the roux and all that kind of thing. It's all homemade.
Got a recipe for a homemade chilito?
There's a couple of restaurants around here that are decent, but it's rare.
When we were down there, we just went to that Whole Foods and got some food from Whole Foods and then put it together, some cold food stuff.
Yeah.
There used to be this bakery chain called Boulangerie, and it used to have, oh my god, so good.
Boulangerie, God, that is the gayest name.
It's French, and it's.
I mean, I knew that by how gay it was.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was.
Is that a carpeted grocery store?
It was not a grocery store; it was a bakery.
Oh.
The last place I ate that I was shockingly amazed by was actually a bakery, coffee shop in Las Vegas. We didn't realize it till we were there, and then we were just too fucking lazy to go anywhere else, to be honest with you. But that place, oh yeah, my truck got stolen, so we had limited travel abilities, and this place was horribly expensive, but fuck, was their food good? Just wow. And then there's a place in Laramie, Wyoming. I know Gemsworthy goes past there regularly. There's Sweet Melissa's. She makes everything by hand and from scratch there. And wow, everything we've had has been 5-star, just crazy good from there.
That sounds good. I remember driving through there, but there was no time to stop. It was like late at night. There was the craziest windstorm blowing through. Like
dude, Wyoming. You already said you're driving through Wyoming. I already knew that.
Yeah. And like they have a sign that says, don't pull a light trailer and drive a box van with very little weight in it. And I was doing all those things, pulling Rachel's car and the trailer. Had this huge U-Haul.
Dude, we've seen people like you blowing out into fields.
Yeah,
like
we
if
saw
you've never
that.
been
It's
to Wyoming,
terrifying.
there is over 100-mile-hour wind, and there is nothing to stop it. Like the Wyoming is the plains, and actually the spots where it does get stopped are actually worse because then the wind builds up and goes around it, and so once you get past, that's where you get fucked. Is you get past one of those like a little hill or something, and all of a sudden the wind just, and you'll be driving behind somebody, and all of a sudden you'll see them just whoosh. Like, oh yeah. This is how Christy and I found Sweet Melissa's, because we were stuck in Laramie for like 2 days.
Sounds like a great place.
It was. They have a great meadery too.
Yeah, there's a meadery there also, and a nice little head shop because Christy broke the dabber. That's how we found any of these things. Christy broke the dabber. We're stuck in a hotel in the middle of some shithole town in Wyoming, and we found a head shop, and we go there, and they asked if they looked at me, and I know this is probably surprising for everybody, but when people look at me, they immediately start talking to me about Viking things and heathen things, and they just make that assumption and leap. And and so they recommended this meadery, and then they recommended it, and they're like, "Wow, you should check this meadery out, man." I was like, "Nice," and I was like, "We're stuck in town." Like, "Well, have you eaten?" No, don't know where to eat. And then they sent us over to Sweet Melissa's, and wow, so good. Horrible parking. Yeah, it's a horrible place to park. We actually buy 2 meals when we're there because we'll take one on the road with us, because the next town we go to sleep in ain't gonna have any place good to eat.
2 meals each.
Yeah, 2 meals each.
And we usually share whatever we get.
Christy's been streaming. That's why she feels free to chat now. It's okay. I'm not butthurt. I'm just explaining because for fucking years you never included yourself at all.
Yep.
But over on Sarah Tomato Panels, Christy has actually and on Beth's channel is called Culture Corrections, and Christy has I wasn't even there for some of it. For some of them, she's been going on panels.
Unsupervised panel hopping.
Unsupervised. So Christy has been getting out there. That is part of some of the extra material we've been trying to put out. I think I've done a run of like a bunch of shows recently. Oh, everybody go check out my phone died. What the hell's the name of Caledonian Elixir or Caledonian Elixir? Everybody go check out Caledonian Elixir. I did a really good show with him the other day. Had an excellent show on Sarah Tomato's channel last night. Really good about the Iran topic, and we stayed mostly on topic, unlike the Uncle Ted's.
I didn't know that was the only topic. I have stuff for a 3-hour show on. I did an hour and a half on it this morning.
I wasn't
3-hour show.
I wasn't criticizing.
Just saying, man.
We do what we do. That's fine. I'm just
to-
saying it was much more concentrated around the subject last night.
Start pulling articles right now.
And I kept trying to get you to engage. You kept not engaging. You make like one comment and then just wander off.
It's been
puffing on that DMT pen over there,
been a busy day.
Ed.
Don't want to look like a war hawk or anything. People are dying.
Well, yeah, I mean, I literally just did an hour and a half on it, so it feels like repetitive. But at least to cover the shit that I already covered. But we covered shit that I didn't cover, and we took it. We talked about it from angles that I didn't talk about it earlier this morning. So I appreciate that part like a lot. I do. It's like hell for me to have to do the same show twice in a day, and I'm not in a situation where that happens. So,
dude,
it's good.
It's part of why I quit doing so many shows. Like people don't realize I gave basically the same alchemy talk for like a year and a half, like sometimes 5 times a week. I wanted to stab my own face.
Yeah, dude. I hate doing repeat material, and I do like 30 hours of content a week. So occasionally, like, there is some stuff that I play twice, but in a week it might only be 3 or 4 things.
How many times is World War III trying to kick off? I mean, and legitimately trying.
Oh, since I've been doing the show, this is probably attempt number 6 or 7.
I'm not saying they don't make an attempt, but this one's got some bite to it. Lots of missiles, lots of bombs, lots of countries.
Well, and I was getting texts from Garland Nixon earlier, who I do a show with tomorrow afternoon on YouTube, on Garland's YouTube channel. You should check that out if you're a YouTube viewer. Garland Nixon, fascinating individual. But let me read these because there's screenshots from news agencies. Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard announces that its Navy struck a U.S. destroyer more than 600 kilometers off the Iranian coast in the Indian Ocean as part of Operation True Promise 4, using Qasim 380 and Talaiya missiles. The statement claimed the vessel was hit while refueling from a U.S. tanker, triggering a massive fire on both ships. And then Iran's Qatam, I don't know, Al Arabic, something headquarters affiliated with the Revolutionary Guard, claims its forces carried out a precision operation in Dubai targeting U.S. troops. According to the statement, 160 American infantry personnel were struck, with 100 reportedly killed in an attack involving special forces and combat drones. No independent confirmation has yet been issued. So it could be bullshit, or it could be like Ben is saying, where it's escalated to a point to where, said not only several hundred Iranians have been killed over the last few days, but now more than just the 6 or 7 U.S. troops, handful of Israeli troops. Now that no confirmation, but reported to be over 100 at this point. So yeah, it could be going that way.
And that's, to me, obviously on the we're Uncle Ted's. It's on the conspiracy end of things. This literally is all just one thing, because if you go back and read the Balfour Agreement, they don't really specify how much land. They're just helping the return of Israel, and Greater Israel would seem to be the actual plan. And so it took the build up. We're all very aware that World War I and World War II was pretty much the same war. They basically just had to take a little break and get some more young men willing to die up there and rebuild their supplies a little bit, and then continued on. Everybody just kind of went off to the side and drank an energy drink and a Gatorade. And so, and yes, the red heifer, we realize that they cannot make sacrifices until they get the return of that. And so in between World War II and now, Israel's expanded substantially, but at this point, it's got to expand into areas that it's can't do by itself. And I think that this is just a furthering of what that entire show was about. Yeah,
world domination.
Yeah, the Jew world order.
Take it all over.
And then people act like, well, I can't believe Trump be like that. He's a good Christian. He's not just embedded himself in with the small hats, the Chabad small hats, like the most fucking radical of the group.
How bad? Chabad.
The extraordinarily radicalized ones.
Yeah, well, that's what the Kushner family is. That's what his grandchildren are being raised in, the Chabad tradition. You guys saw the
I'm pronouncing it with the hard A.
The hard C. You guys saw who are the U.S. and Israel is trying to install, right, in Iran? No. His name's Reza Pahlavi. He's the son of the former Shah of Iran.
I did see this.
That was the U.S. puppet figurehead after the U.S. overthrew the democratically elected government of Iran in the 50s, their Operation Ajax. And so Reza fled Iran before the fall of the Shah in 79 during the revolution. He's been living in Bethesda, Maryland the entire time since. This is some recent footage. This is all real.
They got nice produce there.
Yeah, they got great produce. Top shelf, very nice hospitals. Good location.
If you're going to spend a few years in exile, I recommend it.
And since he spent nearly 50 in exile and admitted recently on Piers Morgan that he doesn't talk to anybody in Iran at all. At all.
It's a natural choice
Then he is the natural choice to take over the country, as evidenced by his recent walk and talk with the people that want him in charge of the country. We don't need the crappy music. But yeah, the gentleman in the middle there, Reza Pahlavi, this guy right here. The guy with the tiny hat on at the glory hole is in fact Iranian, and his father was the ruling authority in Iran for decades. Developed a secret police service called the Savark with the help of the CIA and Mossad, which became one of the most brutal secret police regimes in the Mideast. That was that guy's dad. That guy right there. That guy, Reza Pahlavi, who again the U.S. and Israel would love to see as the new leader of Iran once they're done blowing shit up or being blown up, as the case may be. Again, nobody in Iran knows this guy. He's been out of the country for nearly 50 years. He doesn't talk to anybody there, but he's going to run it.
You see all the security guys in the back? It's like quite obvious that these are all security guys standing behind all these guys. Got the sunglasses on, got the mad dog face glaring at everybody.
Yeah.
You got to flex it.
Wow.
Yeah.
The one thing you can say is I feel sorry for that guy. I do. Apparently, he has not learned the lesson of what happens to installed leaders of Middle Eastern countries by the United States. Like you got a pretty small shelf life, bro. That's all I'm saying. You're gonna eat a missile or a bomb here sometime in the next 10 or 20 years. Like they'll put you in and then they'll kick you out. And I don't know. Did you watch the video what they did to Saddam Hussein? That wasn't great. They
for a day.
What about Muammar Gaddafi?
Oh God. Yeah. Gaddafi, you cannot in decent company describe what they did to that poor dude. And he was the leader of the country that had the highest quality of living in Africa, the entire continent.
And our friend Hillary was there when the murder,
and laughed about it. Thought it was pretty great. Good stuff.
She was there. She saw. What did she say? I heard.
He died.
He died. Yeah.
We came, we saw, he died. Cackle.
Yeah.
Cackle. Oh.
Yeah.
So
and died in a horrifying ways.
Here's something that you're not going to see on television every day. And that's an American broadcast where the reporters are forced to duck and cover on live television because bombs are falling in the area. So you heard just a little bit there, the air raid siren. I don't want to give any audio to this because it does have that chyron there at the bottom of it. But yeah, they're cutting the broadcast. Air raid sirens come on. CNN reporters forced to duck and cover, not because they're in the middle of an occupied war zone, but because, well, technically they are, but because they're in Tel Aviv.
Boom, boom, Tel Aviv.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw some of the videos.
You know, I mean, and that's different from CNN reporter sniffing a backpack.
Yeah. Or you remember the fucking Iraq videos? Like, wow, some of the Iraq videos were bad. It was like watching a Mr. Rogers puppet show. The one dude, remember the one where the one dude put a flak jacket on and the other dude puts on a helmet? There's not two flak jackets or two helmets. They flipped quarters on who gets which one, and then they both like behind a wall and shit. You're like, get the fuck out of here, you fucking retards. And now with the just like watching a movie from back then, you're like, how did anybody believe this was real? It doesn't look even good a little bit. Or
so bad you have to believe it.
Where the dude made a Scud missile out of like a fucking old paper towel roll with paper hanging off the back. This is how the Scud missile works, and it goes to, and this is the Patriot missile, and like, oh fuck. We went to war on this. I'm so disappointed with myself. I was 16. I was barely 17 when I joined. I was only 16 when I fell for this shit, but I will go beat my own ass if I had a time machine. Like, you dumb motherfucker.
Man. Little bit of breaking news. I was totally unaware of this. Apparently, people are voting today. It's a primary election in a number of states. Yeah. And one of the people that was up for re-election was good old Eye Patch McCain, Dan Crenshaw.
Oh.
Dan Crenshaw has lost his primary.
Oh, wow.
Eye Patch McCain no longer a member of Congress at the end of the year in his term.
Wow.
I have no idea.
Lost pretty stiffly too. That's not almost 10%, 9%. That's pretty stiff.
Yeah. It's I don't know who Steve Toth is. I don't know who owns him. But I know that if this is any sort of bellwether, the ideology of Eye Patch McCain and those like him is not going to be successful.
Well, it seems like the democracy is working. Let's keep it going.
Did California have its primaries today?
I have no idea.
I wonder who won for the Republicans. There's like,
no, it wasn't.
It wasn't today. There's like three Republicans leading the governor race. Like all three of them are above Katie Porter.
Good. Good. Yeah, no, the primary in California is until June 2nd. But dude, Katie Porter's bug fuck nuts.
Oh, dude, it's bad. Even like when you show up fourth in a governor race and you're the top Democrat and you're in California, that tells you how bad it is. Like, California is like, yeah, there's three Republicans we prefer over you, lady.
That just means that we are going to get stuck with either an OnlyFans model or like a fucking stolen catalytic converter. And I would take a stolen catalytic converter as governor of the state of California. They would be better than Newsom by far.
Oh, yes.
By far.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the bar is set crazy low on there. Like, Newsom is a fucking nightmare. Just a nightmare. Gas here is already back up to $5.50. Yesterday it was.
Oh, but on good note, you guys saw that California won in the Supreme Court, like parents getting their rights back over their kids being transitioned.
No, we are not California.
That's what I mean.
You said California. Oh, yeah, as Californians, yeah. Yeah, that is the one bright spot that's happened is they've taken away California's bullshit rule where schools don't tell the parents about their kids transitioning. They just further the transitioning and propagandize them from school and hide it from the parents. That shit was nuts.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Nuts. Like, dude, the things I pulled my kids out of school years ago and homeschooled them. And the things I pulled my kids out of school for, so much less. And so much less. The minute I learned that was going on with the school, I wouldn't have given a fuck if they were doing it to my kids or not. I would have fucking pulled my kids right the fuck out of that school. But
Yeah,
California
they did
will,
that. They did that up here. They just passed a thing last year where if you're a kid 12 and under or something, I forget the exact age, but if you whatever you tell your teacher or your doctor has to be kept secret from your parents. So like if you say, hey, I'm really something else inside of this body, your teacher keeps the secret, doesn't tell the parents.
they just overturned that in California.
Oh, it's awesome.
All right, I gotta take off here, you guys. It's about time for me to not turn into a pumpkin, but go to work for another 2.5 hours before I go to bed. Before I split, everybody hates the idea of going to war in Iran, even the juggalos. Or the juggalettes, I guess, in this case.
What? Yeah, we bombed Iran. What do you think? I think that's absolutely fucking terrible. And it's fucking gay. Thank you. Thank you so fucking much. I appreciate it, Base. We shouldn't be doing it. It's unwarranted. Thank you so much. Look, even juggalos know that we shouldn't be bombing the Middle East.
Right.
Dude, the last 2 panels I've been on, I was on a panel last night and then the Caledonian Elixir the night before. Both panels were mixed panels in order to try and get, different sides of this subject. Both panels, same reaction. Everybody on the panel, no, this is not good. This is not right. This is not America first. The Trump guys are like, this is not America first, blah, blah. Like, nobody's cool with this. If Trump wasn't a lame duck, he definitely would. That's the only reason he didn't do this the last time, because you had to do this in a lame duck presidency. He's burned his base. I'll bet you next week his approval numbers are like fucking in the teens.
Very well could be. It very well could be.
He likes the teens though, so it'll be okay.
Yeah,
Anyways,
that's where he's most comfortable.
Thursday, guys, Sarah Tomato. Steve's going to go in Royal Rumble style. He's going to clear a whole ring full of people. Well, I'll be in there to back him up.
What time's that going to start?
Typically it starts at 6:15 Pacific, so 8:15 Central.
So about 10 time.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're in the AM Wake Up Telegram group, I'll throw a link in before we go live and stuff like that.
Her intro into it's really cool because it's like one night standing there, and then all of a sudden this door opens and a whole group of knights come in, and that one guy's like, "Gugh." That gets to be Steve. So everybody have a good time with that. We'll try and see what other panels we can do. Probably be on one with Beth again this week, it seems like.
We trust the dive bar polling method, where you walk into just the nearest watering hole to you and you just listen. You hang back, grab a water, just listen. People
I'm just
bitch about shit.
I'm just gonna say that I trust the for a good time call, and whatever number is under that, I trust that more than I trust the published polls.
Right. Well, it's like Tom Wood says, man, whoever you vote for, you always get John McCain. So there's, no getting around that. And boy, oh boy, are we living in the 2000, 2004, 8, 12, 16. We are living in the 7th consecutive John McCain administration of the 21st century. Undoubtedly.
Correct. Come if you aren't a member, become a member. We do lots of after show stuff, bullshit around, mostly make fun of Steve since he's not there.
Yeah. That's great. That's my favorite time for people to make fun of me.
It is.
All right, y'all have a fantastic night. We'll see you next week.
Good night.
See you next Tuesday.